So that's not gonna help either. Nice try though. Very nice fucking try.
Whoa, feisty. Are y'all ready to drive? Y'all ready to go?
Oh,
It's
you
like I
driving?
said, something, he said something like about Kobe Bryant or something,
I'm in the
man.
back seat. You driving? Jason the shotgun. I'm just in the back seat.
No, Jason is in the trunk. That's what Jason is on this ride.
Facts.
Sorry.
Facts. With the
It's,
dead
it's
bodies.
no, with crabs. Crabs all over his body. R.I.P. to whatever dude name was in the
Yeah.
first movie.
What's Buddy's name? Barry? Was that Barry? Who?
No, it wasn't.
Barry
It was the
Cox?
other guy, Max. Max
Mm.
was the one that was in the trunk with the crabs. But yes, good evening, Grand Rising, good butter biscuits. Everybody, welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast. We discuss movies and TV shows. I am one of your hosts. I am Jazz,
And I am Jason.
and we are here to talk about some good old slashers. This is the first slasher we are reviewing for 2025. So, of course, we had to bring in the homie, Chris, in on this discussion, our adopted son. And I just want to say happy early birthday, my brother. You know, but your birthday is this Friday. So, for everybody, wish Chris a happy birthday. He's turning 64. Next year, 65. That's a big one. But you turning 65 next year. This is episode 165. We are reviewing I Know What You Did Last Summer, 2025.
This nigga is reading from a cue card.
Nah, this is all off the dome, Jason. You always talk about how big it is. So I just added some razzle dazzle to it. But I do want to say I did some role playing before I jumped on. So if I end up doing like freezing or out of character, my safe words are Scream 3.
You kinky as hell.
Just say that, and I will get back to where we need to be in this episode. Gentlemen, are y'all ready? This is
Yes,
going to be a
ma'am.
fun one.
Why are you role playing? Like, why are you just go drifting in and out of character?
Oh, Chris, don't ask further details.
Okay.
That was just for me to let you know if it get kind of crazy. Scream 3. We are talking about a movie that is...
Or is it Scream 3, the movie title?
Nah, it's just Scream 3. No, don't scream 3 times because that is not no safe word. It's just things gonna be going like it is. And nothing's gonna change.
I would die there, clearly.
But I definitely, it's funny because when Chris left this theater watching this movie, he went straight to the chat and was like, when are y'all reviewing this? Because I want to get on that episode because I have things to say. Chris was energized after leaving this film. So before we get there, Chris, I'm gonna start with you. Mm-hmm. Going into this movie, what were your expectations, if you had any?
They were actually kind of all over the place. So the very first trailer I thought was trash. It looked like it was going straight to like Amazon Prime. So it just didn't look good. And then the second trailer was much better. So I definitely had, I wouldn't say I had high expectations, but they definitely improved. So I was excited for the film, but I thought that it had potential. So I'm not going to say like I was highly anticipating it, but I definitely, I was looking forward to it. That's the best way to describe it.
Okay. All right. What about you, Jason? Did you have any expectations going into this?
For me, I was just like, do something different, do something daring, be bold. I don't know if the choice was that bold, but like, something bold in the story. I guess it's what I kind of wanted from another franchise. So I'm asking for it from something else, but they doing it over here. So yeah.
With you saying that, those are my sentiments, because I got some hot takes for this. So we gonna get to that twist. But
and I think they could have been tied up a little bit differently too. But
which one?
The final twist.
I think this entire movie could have been tied up differently if they would have let it marinate, if they would have called people ahead of time before they started filming. A lot of adjustments could have been made for this to be great. I remember that article that you dropped in our group chat was saying how what they were able to bring to this is what Scream failed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't disagree fully, but I do wish certain things would have made it to Scream's door and not this franchise's door. Because I said, oh my God, it's like you wasted a beautiful creature on something that's just shit. Well, let me not say shit. I'm not gonna do them like that. I enjoy I Know What You Did Last Summer's franchise, but we definitely gonna get to it. Chris, outside of the twist, was there anything that this story was able to offer you differently? Or did it just seem similar, like the same old recycled slasher, bringing new characters into a already existing franchise?
Um, hmm. No, I guess not. Not really. No, I wouldn't say, and that's probably some of my issues with the film, is that I feel like it could have been bolder, and I think it could have been a little bit more provocative. But I felt like it kind of is following the same path that Scream did in some ways. In some ways, and it's just so like I Know What You Did Last Summer has been unfavorably compared to Scream in some
Yeah.
ways. So like I feel like it had an opportunity to make something totally new. And I think my biggest issue is that it really does feel like a rendition of something that they already did. So nah, not really.
Okay. Jason, do you feel the same way or
Yeah, like I said, outside the twist, yeah, no, I don't think I said anything that was different. I feel like some of the moments were too long, or maybe like not necessarily too long, but like some pacing, or maybe it was just how the music was. It almost made it like campy as opposed to like horror. So it was like the chase, I can say chase scene, but I guess it was supposed to be like a chase scene with Tyler and Eva when they was inside the little room, like that random the old place where she I guess she was in where she was at
Helen Shivers, the it
when
was
she
a
was when she
it was
mm.
some
was
it
that
was a,
was like the clothes place, right?
yeah, it was a wet women's clothing
Oh
store.
yeah, where her
She was
sister's store.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
she was trying to run out of it when she well and during that chasing but she was in there and she this random ass cage caught Eva. It just ran like was he in like he knew that was coming there? Like what was that? That was
You
just
gotta
that
suspend your
random.
disbelief
That's
because it
kind
don't
of
make no
crazy.
it don't make no
It-
sense.
a
Yeah.
random cave catches her, and then Tyler was like, "I fucking hate the music's playing," and she says, "I fucking hate this town." And then it drops, and then it picks back up as soon. I was just like, "Well, that was randomly placed there." Like, I don't know.
No, I agree. There were a lot of randomly placed scenes in this movie to where it's just like I agree. I think the pacing of this movie was up and down,
Well,
but
maybe it was the tone.
It was
Mm.
both. Like on rewatch. So like, did y'all watch this movie twice?
I
Mhm.
did.
Yeah, so I did. So on the second, so I think with who done it, when you don't know what's happening, like you're invested in it because you're trying to figure it out, or it's a mystery that's engaging you. But when you're watching it a second time and you already know like who it is, that's when I feel like the pacing of the film is like really glaring. Because Jason, I'm with you. Like the second act does kind of drag. Because I text you, yo, it put me to sleep, yo, the second time. Like there's a moment 2 thirds in it puts me to sleep, and just like with the tone, there were moments to where I was listening to another podcast where someone said this doesn't really feel like a horror film, and they were kind of exaggerating, but I kind of can see what they're saying. Like there were moments to where it feels like it's kind of jokey, like that line that Tyler says. That uh, that was kind of lame to me.
Oh, you
Hmm.
talking about that one? That
Yeah,
one right
but
there?
I hate this fucking town. Like that's I guess it's supposed to be funny, but in that moment, like it just feels misplaced, and it kind of messes it up a little bit.
Scream 3. That's what it felt like.
Even Scream 3, man, like Scream 3, when it's time to be scary,
Mhm.
like when they trying to be scary, when they know when it's time to try to be scary. This film didn't even try. Like the scary moments, they kind of undermined it by throwing in an necessary joke.
I'm gonna say Scream 3 did it better.
Hell yeah.
Now, there was a lot of comedic elements in Scream 3. I'm not gonna disagree with you there, Jason, but they definitely did it better. I'm sorry. When Jennifer was in the closet was saying, "You can't kill me. I'm the killer" in Scream 3 or Stab 3. That was the see, Chris is still laughing.
That
That
is,
scene was kind of funny. But
Scream 3 actually is kind of a funny movie though.
hello, why do you think I've been defending it for years?
I kind of fuck with it on rewatch. I actually kind of fuck with it.
I'm just saying.
Enough of that
Don't be a
Scream 3
hater,
dick
man. Don't
licking.
be a
No
hater.
more.
Oh my bad.
But
That's the safe word too. My fault. My fault.
I,
I
it's
forgot
cool.
all about that.
But I will say I do love how this film was able to incorporate the podcaster into giving you the backstory of what happened in 97. Now, it's like, okay, it seems like an easy way out of somebody explaining the
Scream.
history. They're a
They did,
podcaster.
they did it in Scream,
They did a lot in Scream that was here.
the
Uh,
series. In
oh,
the
I
Oh,
didn't see the
series,
oh,
series.
the series. Oh, okay. Hmm.
Yeah,
I
but
forgot about that.
she was well, that's a spoiler alert. But yeah,
Mhm.
there was a podcaster in the series.
yeah, but I in season one,
Hmm.
I ain't seen it in years. That's the only one I watched. It was
Dang,
pretty good though.
I thought it was kind of good too.
Yeah.
Like if you know what you're getting into, like I had a good time with it. Even the third season with Tiger and Buddy from Power Rangers, I had a good time. It was fun. I had fun.
And Kiki Palmer,
Yeah, Kiki was in one of them seasons too, wasn't she?
They
season
had
three.
Biggie, they had Biggie son in that.
That
What?
Light
DC
skinned
Young
dude.
Fly.
Damn, a bunch of niggas.
Like no, it was niggas. It was
That was in
niggas.
New Orleans. Oh, and R.I.P. Tony, was it Tony Todd?
Was he in it?
He was on the first
Oh,
episode.
Listen, they had niggas in that, man. It is fun. Like this, we're not talking about that, but it's a fun time if you just go in there looking to have fun with it.
mm, okay. Well, this movie had a little bit of fun, had a lot of trauma, a whole lot of trauma. Jason, do you think that this film used trauma as a main drive for our killer's motivation?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what the motivation was for both. In this story, the trauma linked to something else that well, I guess we didn't know. As we going, so yeah, for sure, they used it. Which we'll get to it.
They tried to. They tried. But this
Who's
movie's not complex enough to really get into it. And I would even say, I know you didn't ask me, Jazz, but I actually don't think they used the trauma. I think I'm jumping way ahead. I think it was more so like y'all are forgetting about us. Not necessarily that like it changed him. It did, but I think it was more so that you're forgetting about what happened. So I think that was his biggest gripe, more than just like the trauma per se.
Okay. And did y'all catch that when you got introduced to Julie, she was teaching. She was teaching a class and it was talking about traumas. And so like on my rewatch, I caught that and I was just like, okay. Because at first watch, I was just like, all right, I ain't really too worried about this because I mean they left a lot of breadcrumbs throughout this movie. Uh some fell short more than others. Sometimes I think it was a lot of points in this movie that weren't needed or added too much to the story. But
what? Like what?
the whole priest, him being the one that they thought was gonna be the killer, it
That's bad editing.
It was, but that was because
I think
that
this
I mean
movie
that,
is full of bad editing, in
Yeah,
my
but
it,
that,
opinion.
but that was to get to throw you off of the trail of who it was in proximity to that though.
so,
Like that's the only thing that got them to like look at the Sam guy.
I mean,
so
it
oh, go ahead,
it
Jazz.
it
Okay.
took them to Stevie, but maybe they just did not marinate on that long enough in the story. It was like, oh, it was the priest, and then they end up they're in holding, and then they go try to find him, and then he's dead already. It just doesn't seem like it allowed the audience enough time to actually think maybe he is the killer. Because I'll say I thought the podcaster was a killer for a second,
Mhm.
but then as they were explaining the possibility of her being the killer, then I was like, it definitely ain't her.
So the reason why I think it was an editing issue because like they jumped from figuring it out where the car was to they're already suspicious of the pastor because you've noticed they don't explain it but they go in there looking for the photo book but they never explain like that said that there was no explanation or no exposition that they should be going looking for something they just go, they find the book I mean they find they figure out who it was they get there and they start searching it but there's not an explanation or I'm missing something Jason.
So but the reason they went to that is because they were trying to figure out who the car belonged to. So once they figured out who that car belonged to, it told them it was the pastor's car. So then once they went to, they was gonna talk to him, but he wasn't there. So she was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just try to look in the room to see what I can find." And that's how they ended up there doing all that, going around looking for different stuff. And I think that's how they put together. Oh, he had the picture of Sam on his thing.
But how did
They
they
were
know
like,
they were looking for the pastor was there?
they
And
They
they
didn't know. They didn't know. No, they didn't know what they were looking for. They just went. They just went to the place. The pastor's name was on the car that was in the water. But
yes.
remember, in that, so there's two things that's working in here.
Hmm.
One movie that we talked about last year was Thanksgiving, right?
Hmm.
Because there was some things that the cop didn't know. This is the same thing with Stevie. I feel like Stevie didn't know how what the actual pastor did. And it comes back to the pastor got paid off to be quiet about the car going into the thing. So that's why she ended up killing him before she left because it was like I feel like it was pieces that they didn't know. So they
Hmm.
was allowing things to come out so they can figure out why. Because remember, she would have been if the thing was about killing, she probably would, unless she was planning out. Because remember, the surprise wasn't involved in the beginning. They got involved as things went down, as things began to
Yeah.
happen. So I felt like that was her thing of getting back at him for like you selling out when you could have been the one to, I don't know what he could have done with that situation, but
Yeah. I don't know.
that's my interpretation of that moment.
No, but I think is, but Ava, and I think it was Ava and Danica, but they went in there. They just knew who the car belonged to, but they went in there, but they knew that the car was stolen, but they went in there already on investigation mode. And like, but there was no explanation that they needed to investigate him. They just knew the car.
The second part was the lady, the secretary or whoever she was. She was like, um, give him that book about grief. It's the same book you gave me when we locked. She was like, wait, hush, speak nothing of him.
Yeah.
Yo,
And
wait,
then-
Jason, how many times you watched this movie?
Yeah, because you know this. Yeah, you do.
Be
Yeah,
safe. It's a safe space. How many times?
yeah, this nigga is quoting it.
It's okay if you can tell us.
This is his favorite movie of the year.
Yo, Jason love this shit.
Me too, bro. This
no,
nigga,
no,
He
I'm
love
just,
this.
it's just the little things. And when she said it, that's when it was like, wait, somebody died. He was like, yeah, somebody. He was like, no, something happened. He drove up the cliff. It was like, when was that? I don't remember when that was. But let me go do something. And that's when, but like I said, Danica was already inside their room
yeah,
hiding. And then that's how they found out who Sam was. And Sam, we only knew who Sam was because Milo spoke about Sam when they was like, who forgot about these people? He was like, Sam, whatever him. She was like, I was like, oh shit. So they had all been looking it up. So
Jason, when is Milo's birthday?
oh no.
Is he a Scorpio or a Cancer?
Also, other point Jazz made, she was talking about trauma. Eva was fucking through hers. Back to you, Jazz.
She was. She was trying to give Milo some, but he got scared.
We
He
ain't
got
talking about that. We talking about Tyler.
yeah,
Hell,
Tyler. Yeah, Tyler was eating cat on the plane.
and before that, we could talk about her. What's her name? Milo's fiance. She had already been with Teddy before that.
No,
no,
no, no,
my,
no.
my
I
no,
made that mistake too. It was she
Not
was dating
Teddy. She was
Milo.
with Teddy. No, she dated. Was it my? She
Yeah,
said my
no,
Milo.
married.
no,
She was with Milo. She was with Milo. I thought,
Danica.
Oh, okay.
Danica is the one who had two fiancés.
yeah.
Correct, but she said. Remember, she was drinking. She was at the house drinking. She was like, she said, why you bothered by him? It's just your it's just your old boyfriend."
She was talking about Milo. I thought that too. I thought it was about Teddy,
You
but
sure?
I'm pretty sure because I was
You
thinking that
pretty sure, but are you sure? Sure, I'm
Jason has
sure.
seen it 5 times, Chris.
I'm like
He knows what happened.
because that's the reason why she was trying to get her to hook her up with Milo.
Hook you up with somebody you had been with before? That's kind of crazy.
Well,
No,
it didn't
so
make,
they could rekindle. Because that's what she said in the opening scene. She was just like,
Mm,
y'all rekindle at our bridal our bridal event. That's before they
gotcha.
start killing people. But okay, let me ask y'all this. This might be a hot take. Did they really kill somebody?
no, hell
He
no.
was just in the
Hell
street.
no, and that's my issue with the film is that this was a weak motive, and this film was playing it safe, and that's why I knew from the early exposition when they were overly explaining things, and then when they gave that weak motive, I was like, okay, this is going to be for Gen Z. This is for younger audiences because they're kind of like, honestly, in a way, not talking down, but they're like not making this complicated because they made it clear that they're not the bad guys in this.
Yeah, because like I get you're not supposed to play in the street. That's just to avoid you getting hit.
Yeah.
But then what could they really do in that situation?
Call
The
the
car
police
done,
and say- Call the
Yeah,
police and just stay right there.
What they did.
yeah. I mean, because
I
I was
even
like,
think they Spider-Man, they can just jump down there and do so. What the fuck y'all gonna do? All you can
okay,
do is call the police. And like, I guess my thing is that sometimes like with some like Gen Z audiences and Gen Alpha, they sometimes don't want like, and maybe someone might correct me on this, complicated characters, because I would have liked this movie more if they actually did something wrong, if they actually killed somebody or they really did something negligent that caused manslaughter. But now you can't necessarily root for them because they're a little bit more complicated. That's what I wanted from this movie. Don't just do, you don't even have to do a car. Like you can do something totally different. You can take this concept of that you got somebody killed and you trying to cover it up. It does not have to be a car. It can be a boat fight. It can be anything. And I would have liked it way more if like, even if they straight up killed somebody, they murdered somebody, and now you covering it up and just make them more complicated. So that's why I feel like the movie kind of played it safe because they kept them to where they really didn't even do anything wrong. It was just a car accident.
yeah. It seems like with all the covering up that happened with the father scrubbing the internet of everything, especially the stuff from 97, it's just like y'all really didn't do anything crazy. Like y'all was four grown or five of them smoking one blunt. Just one. If somebody pull out one blunt and it's five adults, I'm be like, that's all you got? You ain't got no edibles with you? You got like nothing else? That's what you bringing to this? But all right, so me and Chris on the same page. Jason, how did you feel about the car accident?
I with him, so I feel like with Teddy being in line for this empire where they are, I mean, I think that probably would have made people feel a look away because they had this image, this great image of being so, you know, I don't
Like the
the
perfect
image.
family.
Yeah, they had this big fat perfect family energy that they were supposed to be given. So, just imagine son out under the influence causes a man to wreck the car. Now, did they intentionally do it? No. He was just out in the road and the guys, missed him when he was out there, but that's not how I don't think that's how people would view it. Rich kid kills somebody in the coat. Like,
I guess, and also with him taking Teddy's jacket, there was no way he could say he wasn't there because his jacket, like the dude that drove the car, took Teddy's jacket, and Teddy stripped out of that very fast.
Also, I don't even think they had to lie about being there. They could have just said that, hey, this guy spun out. We tried to help him and we
Yeah,
could. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really did think this was a very weak motive. Like, no matter how you slice it or dice it, like, I feel like they always had a way out. So, the film just played it safe. I don't even think they needed to lie. They could have called the police there, stayed there. They may not even have breathalyzed Teddy or anyone else.
especially because his father had the police under his thumb anyway. Like they, I agree. I was just watching this. I was like, is this it? Like, I thought y'all did more than this because I rewatched the original movie. I would have went back after them. Like they really killed somebody. Dude was still alive when they threw him in the water.
No, that's
But
yeah.
yeah, the first one they was wilding. But here I was like, I get it, but I guess because Milo said they would have been charged with manslaughter.
How?
I don't know. They
And
just
anything. Oh my god!
or
Like,
maybe
it
would have been.
it probably been like involuntary manslaughter because they didn't cause it. They were just in the street more so, and the guy swerved. And they may have said like there was like reckless endangerment or something. Because why are you because you're at that corner
it's the best
right at
spot for fireworks.
Exactly.
Everybody goes there.
And
And
they
it's
shouldn't have just
Reaper's
leave.
Corner for a reason. People
But okay,
die all the time for real.
but in this, she said he was speeding for her, right? He was coming to help her.
Yes, correct.
Why the fuck was she in the car? And she didn't look distressed.
Yo,
She
that was
didn't.
funny. When she said, I didn't even know it was my boo that was in the car. She said she found out later it was him. And that's
Which
when she
can't.
started plotting.
Yeah.
Which
Which that's the
which
cold. Hey, I don't care what you say. That's some of the coldest line delivery ever in the world. Shit. Oh, y'all want me to say when she was like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, what's not?
I thought y'all remembered.
Saw it
Nah,
16 times,
I thought y'all
Jason.
caught it. I thought y'all was like, oh yeah, that was. She was like, and I really contemplated on killing myself, but then I thought, wow, and I can just kill all of you. I was like,
it was
ooh.
something that she agreed to. That was her idea. She was the main one pushing it. Listen, if she didn't push as hard, then that might not have happened. So like that, this movie.
That's why she was doing it though. It was the trauma of the guilt because he was on that road to come get her ass, and he died trying to get her. So now her whole thing is she was already kind of upset that they didn't go to the police. Now on top of me not going to the police, that was my
Because she said not to go to. I could understand. I could understand if she was like, "Yo, we need to help." If it was Ava, if what Ava did with Stevie, then that would make more sense. She was the main one saying that, "Yo, I just got my life together. I can't do this. I can't be here." So she has no one to be mad at but herself.
but
And then
in
why is
that
she trying to kill Ava? Ava did something that she didn't even do. Ava wanted to go down and to help them. Like she in there in a dress talking about let's jump down there. And
but I
so
mean I guess but how many people have been in a moment not knowing them whether they do it or not, it's going to affect them right down the road. And that's just one of them rare moments where, yes, I'm the one that said not do it, but god damn, this shit affected me the most. I ain't even
Jason,
know.
there are thousands living in that right now. I didn't think Trump would get rid of my uncle, but he did. A lot of people. They was just like, it was cool when we thought it was the blacks, but no, it affected us too.
and she just need to have some accountability. I know it sucks, but it's like, yo, it was your idea. Like you were a part of it, you know? So I don't know. That was just weak. And Stevie, that just didn't. I understand what you're saying, but from a writing perspective and making this an interesting movie that is engaging, that was very weak. And it could have been much stronger.
I agree.
Also, this is super random. Super random. Did y'all think she was a lesbian in the beginning? Stevie. I thought those two were a couple in the very beginning. Like the way she was dressing, like she kind of had like a Billie Eilish look.
She was at work.
She was at work.
She looked like a stud, man. Okay, maybe it was just me. I thought she was a stud.
What they got to do with it?
It don't got anything to do with it. I just thought that.
Oh, okay. Because you was like, you said, you know what? The most unbelievable part of this
That's what I'm saying.
is Sam is her man. No way. No way.
I was shocked when it was a dude though. Like for real, when I'm watching, I was like, oh, okay, she's a lesbian. You
Well,
know
since this movie did it, I'm gonna do it too. He looked beta, so maybe that's why it worked.
what? Like that's like I don't even know. Like, what do you even say to that? Like, if I'm Maya, I don't even, like, what do you say to that? Get the fuck out my car. What you mean on beta? What are we talking about? Talking about I'm gonna fuck you with you beta. What?
Bitch. What?
Huh?
That's when you slam on the brakes because she did not have a seatbelt on. And then just Milo would have looked at Ava like, well, there go our second person in the car accident. They seem to have moved on fine.
Sorta.
Teddy and what Ted now Teddy and what's her name?
And Ava?
No.
Danica.
Danica. Boy, Danica Boo was still on ice and she laid up with Teddy.
But okay. All right. Let me go put my Danica's cape on. So you just lose your fiance, killed while you're in a tub. Now your ex-fiance is comforting you. Are you gonna send him home? She's still doing her face routine. So she's like, look, I'm already ready for some company to come over.
Yeah, they were doing some MCU jokes in this movie.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. Some of that shit ain't make it ain't right. And I'm so glad that niggas are seeing it. I'm so glad. I feel so vindicated. This is my victory lap. I'm so glad that niggas are seeing that when like, yo, if somebody just got killed, making jokes don't make no damn sense. That don't make no goddamn sense, man. Stop playing, bro. Jazz, you shaking your head, but that makes no sense.
Chris, listen. Answer my question.
What's the question?
Your fiance just got slaughtered and your ex-fiance is like, I'm here to comfort you. You gonna send her home? You all sad and shit. So of course you wanna be comforted.
No. You're
sending her home?
Yeah, I would send her home if my fiance just got murdered. And first off, Danica, she had a man, got a new man, got engaged again.
Because her last man was
A man
tripping.
got murdered, and she back to the ex. That's crazy. All in a year. That's crazy.
Yeah, a year's time. Shoot, man, that was a crazy twist. Talking about twist, that was a crazy one.
I mean, realistically, that makes no sense. But to answer your question, I mean, no, I'm gonna be too traumatized. And this is where, again, like jokes aside, this is where the movie doesn't make sense. On one hand, she's telling us that she feels guilt about what just happened, but then I guess maybe people would fuck their ex maybe in that situation, but that could have been written a little better.
Especially with them two not even being cool.
Yeah.
They only reunited behind the death of this man.
Listen,
In
Jason,
24 hours,
do not let anybody keep you from the love of your life.
they hated each other though.
Did they?
Allegedly.
Well,
Did
allegedly.
they?
Allegedly.
Nah.
I've been there.
I bet you have.
But out of the crew, did y'all have any favorites?
Teddy.
Yeah, Teddy
Yeah.
was killing that shit.
I will say his real name is Tariq Withers.
Mhm.
He was in the Atlanta series, and he's also starring in Jordan Peele's upcoming film, even though it was directed by somebody else, but Jordan Peele, I believe, produced it, is him. And so, Jason, what you laughing? You keep spitting out your food or your drink.
This
Damn,
nigga,
you
you can't
slobbering
keep
and
his mouth.
shit?
Pause.
Remick, you're drooling a little bit. But what did y'all think about what he was able to bring to Teddy, and does it have you excited to see him starring in a thriller, psychological thriller coming up next month? I'm gonna bring that question to you first, Jason.
Yeah, I enjoyed him in that show. He did pretty good with that. I was pretty sure he would do well in this role too. He did a nice job being like the, I don't say necessarily comic relief, but I really can't say what he was, but he did a great job with everything that he was given. Then he had like his timing was actually pretty good. I didn't understand that scream at the end, but it was hella funny. Um, he when him and what's his name got in the fight. Him and the like you would
Ray,
say, him and Ray got the fight. He screamed. He was like, I said, bro, that was so random, but I understand. Like it was like, but they always did like like a little funny moment. But it was also a nice homage to when Helen when Helen got killed as well. That's what they was paying homage to in that scene.
was it? I thought the scene where Tyler was getting chased was homage to Helen, since she was in that same store in that little like elevator pulley device. Helen was in that
Correct.
as well.
But you and I have concurred, it's like a 30-minute chase scene. Within that 30 minutes, you got that piece
Oh,
in the
I
store,
got
but and you also got the
it.
alleyway when she was running from the fireworks.
So are you saying they broke down Helen's chase scene to cover three different death scenes?
They did.
You know
And
what?
you know what for actually, because that's another fucking terrible scene that you know what? You got it. You got
No,
it.
go
Well,
ahead. Let them
now
know.
I'm curious. Well, hold on. What you gonna say?
Hit
Hold
me
on.
the clip.
Bruh, them bring why okay. Twitter, I had already seen it on Twitter. She had this silly idea to Helen back, bring back Sarah Michelle Gellar. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, okay, please don't. We seen what happens in Scream 5. We could take it back a little bit further. I seen Halloween 2 by Ron. Please leave the dead people alone. We don't want this in this movie. Lo and behold, a woman that has never met this woman, never seen this woman, only seen a picture at the gravesite, she pulls she pulls a Mysterio on Spider-Man. This bitch rises from the dead and tells her that you are next. And I'm just like, no, they didn't do that. That's when I scoffed. In the message,
It's like a Scott. Listen, that shit was ass, bro. Like that was honestly for the movie. That's really when it like I was. Well, that hurt the movie a lot. And my thing is for a couple of reasons. This is like why sometimes you got to say fuck the fans. You got to just like make the story you believe in, and then because fans are gonna complain no matter what. But sometimes just say fuck the fans. Like people would have been like, "Oh, we want to see Sarah Michelle Gellar back." Gets that in the third. She is dead. Let that woman stay dead. Don't just do things for fan service. Make the movie that you want to make because it was just so silly. And also, have y'all seen Buffy, the Vampire Slayer?
A few episodes, but
So that was
I,
Buffy. That was not Helen Shivers. Like Helen didn't even act like that. So they taken how Sarah Michelle Gellar, another role she was in, and they conflating that with this role. She was not acting sassy like that and talking, acting this way. So that's just something again, some Gen Z shit that and something that they would have resonated the sassy character and the old fans who can't let the fucking 90s go want to see that shit. Time to go up, Peter Pan. Stop, let go of the 90s. Fucking Peter Pan ass niggas, man. Just can't don't want to grow up. Just
Hold
want
on,
to 1997 grow up.
hold on. I'm gonna cut you off right now because I
Okay.
feel attacked.
I'm not
And
attacking.
you are an attack. No, because I'm one of those people that enjoy the 90s. So you won't be attacking me, sir. I
I'm not.
agree with everything you said before you start shitting on the 90s.
No, I didn't shit on the 90s. No,
just
no,
like
no, no,
when
no. I didn't.
Well,
just like
until you
when
started shitting on my love and obsession for the
just
90s.
like when Lois was talking to Clark. This feels like.
You can.
What?
You
Like,
can.
wait, our
You can.
same people.
No, no, no. I'm not saying I'm not shitting on it. I'm not saying you can't love it, but niggas need to let this go, bro. Like niggas just want to like recreate things from 30 years ago. Just want to like just pay homage to things. Like, yo, let's make something new. Make something new.
So okay, when it comes to fan service, I do believe you can have too much. I believe trying to fill somebody with too much fan service will take away from the movie. I feel like if you weave it in there correctly. Do not force it. And so I was curious with this dream sequence. I thought that was them taking a very interesting road with that because with slashers, I mean, we don't really get too many like dream sequences. But the fact that you said that was Buffy and not Helen, I didn't even catch that. No, you're 100% right. Because when on my rewatch, Helen was getting bitched by her sister
She
to her
was
face.
crazy.
Like Helen was not standing up to anybody. She wasn't standing up to her sister, Barry, nobody. So to see her in this, you sitting here like, nah, that's definitely not the same Helen. She must have went to hell and got her ass beat by a bunch of demons, and they made her tough. So
She went to hell.
I mean,
Maybe the dead version is just tough.
And it's a dream. So sometimes like how things are in dreams are different in reality, but that's not how the viewer is gonna take that. See.
but the fact that it was Danica's dream,
And
and
she
I
didn't
would
know
say
her.
any kind of news that Danica knew about Helen was she was this sweet pageant queen, positivity. So for her to see something that was completely opposite in her dream, I can see the reach there. So yeah, I definitely see what you're saying, Chris. I do. I was gonna ask y'all, did y'all feel like there was too much fan service in this movie, and did it take it away?
A, f- a fan. This movie felt like a fan wrote it, like a super fan. Like like you can love a thing, and it's just like, oh my God, we gotta like. Even with like the with Ryan Phillippe character, they just showed the
How do
tombstone for
you
his.
how do you not even include Barry in this?
They put his name.
Much. I think you got his name. You showed a picture, and like, because you would have showed another dead person,
But I
another dead.
guess my thing is you brought three. You got three out of the four in this movie. I mean, shit, had Barry sitting on a bench beside Helen. And then Helen saying all her shit and Barry just sitting back there.
Shit, they
Like,
had four really. Would you not from one, but
you wait, you said who?
four. Well, we're not there yet, but there was four old characters they brought back.
Who was the other one?
You got. I mean,
Oh yeah,
Oh, Brandy.
yeah, Brandy, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that
We
scene
gonna talk. Yeah, we
because
gonna talk.
that was added later.
Yeah,
I don't even think that was initially supposed to be in this movie.
you're
The
right.
fact that they did not reference anything from the second film,
yes they did.
One time
but them being married,
No,
they talk
what
about the Bahamas.
let's talk about the boat
who?
trip.
The
They talk
boat.
about they talk about going on the boat, and he was like, "I'm just going to recommend for a story I'm not going to tell you. Do not get on the boat."
Which is
But
silly too. That's bad writing too.
so wait, how did that connect to the
So
second one?
we Teddy's character was saying, "Yo, let's just get on my boat and get the fuck
Right.
out of here." And
Yeah.
then he said we can go to the Bahamas. And then what's his name?
I got
Brian.
you.
Right.
Okay.
He said that I would recommend that. But also, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, okay, elaborate. Why can't we leave?
Yeah.
Because you got
For,
stabbed up 30 years ago.
That's not
for,
strong. That's not
for
strong
somebody
enough for me,
for
man.
somebody who don't want them to who don't want them to remember, you would think he would have told them about how they got sent to an island isolated to try to get killed too. Yeah.
But even with that though, you don't have to go to but the point is that Teddy, you can go anywhere. You can drive. And again, like I feel like give a stronger reason for why they have to stay there. Because if someone says that, hey, I'm gonna kill one of us is gonna kill me, like I'm gonna leave. So give us a
Said
reason for why
he
they
did.
can't leave, huh?
He did. He said it's personal to this person, so it don't matter where you're gonna go, they're gonna be there.
So you just gonna stay in Southport? And Teddy got money. So
Now Teddy himself, but his whole thing was let's take Mike, our group, and let's do it together. And it felt like to me, Ray was saying, you can't, it's one of y'all.
nah,
That's how I felt in that.
I think that was just him trying to get them to. They had to give them a reason to stay there because
That's the
Ava don't
second
even
part
live
of it
there.
too.
Ava don't even live there. She can get on the plane and go back wherever she came from.
That's true.
Teddy has money. He can go somewhere else. They had to give a reason for why they can't stay, and they just didn't give a strong reason. Because, dog, why would you just stay there? And if it's unless you tell, I mean, he didn't know Ray was the killer. So unless he says that, hey, I'm gonna go to Virginia, but even that's a big city. You know what I'm saying? So they just had to give some sort of stated reason for them to stay, but that's a bad reason, yo.
Yeah. I I think they were trying to figure out who's doing this. And of course, you can't leave without getting those answers.
True.
So, but the fact that the authorities were not helpful, but of course, you got to remove the police in these situations anyway, because we ain't had no cops die either, which is unfortunate. It's always supposed to be a cop that dies in these slasher films. But okay, yeah. Because I was gonna ask y'all, did y'all feel like without the post-credit scene, was there any mention of the second movie? Because we had conversations that they were going to make this new sequel and it would just be after the first one, to where they would ignore I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, which I thought was a terrible fucking idea.
I mean, it was just the only one you say. Which one you say it was, Chris? You felt like it was a mention to number two besides besides Ray saying that.
The
I mean, I think
post-credit
that
scene.
and Brandy's. That's
Oh
it.
yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, those are the only two. But that may have not been enough. But I mean, for me, it was. I was like, oh shit, that was the funniest joke. I'm like, oh shit, you're right,
Did
because
you catch that on the first watch or your fifth watch?
the first actually.
Okay.
But Jazz, going back to something you said earlier about the too much fan service, really, I think that's what brought this movie down because I feel like if they would have just showed a picture of Helen Shivers and Barry, and then maybe just had like Ray be a cameo, and then you could have had Jennifer Love Hewitt. I think that would have been good. But I think that there was too much of all of them. Just have like you go holla at Jennifer Love Hewitt. She tells you that yo, you gotta like find them before they find you, and then leave her in the past and let this because like tell your movie. Like think about making something new. And I feel like they were kind of like too tethered to the past. And I feel like you could have just like had slight connections to it to let you know that they've been here before, but not anything explicit. Or just have it just been like, yo, have Ray pop in and be like, yo, this has happened before, and let that be his role. But I think there was just too much of them, in my personal opinion.
I just the way that how this movie is set, you can tell she jumped on after they had started filming already, which is what I believe had happened. She was still trying to get her deal and everything together, and they was already filming the movie. Because it seemed like a lot of her scenes, she was not with the rest of the cast. Her stuff seemed like it filmed after the fact, which I think showed in this movie, which I also feel like took away from this movie. Because if they would have had everything planned out, everybody signed on at the beginning, I think this movie could have definitely been a lot better. But with them wanting just a small cameo from her, and she said, "Nah, bitch, I want more in this movie, and I want to sign on for a sequel."
And you can't kill me.
And you can't kill me. Now, I personally, I don't know if this is true. This is just me speculating. I feel like in her negotiations, she said, and Brandy needs to be in the post-credit scene, and Brandy needs to be in the second movie or fourth movie.
I'm not mad at that. Like
Oh
Jennifer
no,
wasn't that big a role. I'm not mad because like I feel like her presence is the only one that makes sense. And also, even I'm criticizing the cameos. I actually think she did a really good job. Like, I really enjoyed her role.
her one-liners were trash.
Jennifer Love you
Yes.
really?
I can't hear you, Jason.
What are you waiting for? Yeah. Okay.
I just have one question. what did you do last summer? Like, what the fuck are
Okay,
we?
okay.
No,
That's a bad script though. That's a bad. She did the best what she had. They gave her some cringy lines, and she tried her best. Like
she
that's a
did.
bad line. I'm with you. That's a horrible
Because
line.
I was just like, don't do my girl Jennifer like this, y'all. Like, put some respect on her name because she's the face of this franchise. She is the Sydney. She is the Jamie Lee Curtis. Final girl coming back, even though folks don't want to admit it, but nobody care about her Freddie. What you got to say, Jason? You covering your mouth like you want to challenge or be like, I disagree, Jazz. You can kill
No,
all
it's
these
just,
motherfuckers.
I mean, I feel like she's always had terrible one-liners. They just carried it over.
Nope. The what are you waiting for is not
That's fine.
terrible. It is hilarious in
She's in it.
in scary movies.
She's in the middle of she's just in a grass field as it rains, screaming in the sky. Like nobody even got chased, beat up, or killed when she did it. She just started screaming after
I
she
would have
just
done it
started
too.
thinking.
I would have done it
That's
too.
crazy.
You
Like
need a
imagine
good scream sometimes.
But also, but let's. I'm glad you mentioned that, Jason. The '97 movie is not that great. It's
it's not.
influential. It's popular. It's a cult. There's a reason why they call it a cult classic and not a classic. Like the movie got moderate reviews when it came out. Like look at Scream, look at Halloween '78, look at Nightmare on Elm Street, and
That's
then
not
look
fair.
at how's it not fair?
I see you didn't mention Friday the 13th. I see you didn't mention that one. You didn't. A lot of people call that shit a classic too. Look, I don't think this is even a hot take. I know what you did last summer. The original is better than Friday the 13th and probably half of the fucking movies in that franchise.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I won't debate that. That's fair. I mean, you're right. I didn't mention Friday the 13th for a reason. Movie boring as hell, man. Them niggas was playing like Scrabble or some shit at one point, bro. Playing checkers and shit. Like it feels
You
like
gotta know how to spell. You need to know how to spell.
I guess.
So, well, I'm gonna wait. No, fuck that. Okay, so you said the first one is not that good. What are your rankings out of the three? We're ignoring. I'll always know what you did last summer. We're ignoring that.
Well, I'm gonna go 1, 2, and 3. But let me say this: I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm saying that it's not like a fantastic movie. Like it's very.
Right. In the
Stop.
line, no, Jazz know exact. She know that shit is a man. This shit is like a B version of Scream.
Thank you. Yeah, that's yeah. It's generic.
The best thing about it was the chase
Yep.
was Sarah Michelle Gellar 30-minute chase scene.
Oh my god,
That girl.
they have not been able to make a chase scene better than that in what 25 years. Is that
Oh,
2 had a great chase scene, but I would say I know what you
you
did.
said who?
Screen 2 when
Gail is probably the closest, but I'm
yeah.
gonna put I know what you did
them
last summer
two,
before
them two.
Gail.
I mean, but that don't.
They're the
There's
best too.
no there's 30 in 30 years. There hasn't been one that's really been better than that. Either one of them. Like no.
Every time I watch, I know what you did last summer. I'm like, Helen, keep running, don't stop.
Every
She
time.
stops every time.
Every time.
But I do have a hot take, and this is probably gonna have me sound like a hater. I feel like oh no, we kind of said at the beginning of this episode. I feel like this twist was wasted on Ray. I feel like the twist was wasted on this franchise, but I feel like it was wasted on Ray's character. And if you were going to use it, you should have put it on Julie.
100%.
Julie being a killer.
100%.
Now that would have had this movie go over the fucking moon.
If within that she was the actual fall person after Ray, like she knew she the one that sent Ray to be the like, if she was the one that had Ray doing it, like as a way for them to remember everything, I would be like, oh yeah.
But that could have been a way that they handled a trauma.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they would have did it together. Like I'm like, bro, I said this was almost there. Had they passed it to her, you would have been like, what?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said if you would have signed her on at the beginning and y'all actually discussed the fucking script and made her role more important at the beginning before you started filming anything, I think you could have had something great. That would have blew my mind.
I agree. And Jazz, now that you've mentioned it, that her role was kind of forced in and like shot after the fact. Now I see what you mean. Now it does feel a little bit choppy. And I mean, honestly, that would have been fire. I would have also even liked it if they made Danica the killer. You know what I'm saying? I think Julie would have been way more fire. But like if Danica was the killer, or Ava, well, I guess it couldn't have been Ava, but maybe Danica possibly. But anything but right. That was wasted. I
I'm gonna
agree.
lie to you, bro. I thought Ava was the killer for like most of the movie.
Even when she
Really?
was getting chased.
Hell yeah, it did. That shit don't mean nothing.
Wait,
What you mean?
Nah,
Whoa.
the best kind of killers is the one, look, chase me down this hallway.
It's like what's her name? She got when she got cut. I'm like that took off my list and Scream 4. As soon as she got cut, I said, oh yeah, no, that's not her. Why would she cut herself? That's dumb. Like
Well, actually, it could have worked. There were two killers, so it could have, and
that's
it
that
could have
that
worked.
throws them off off the trail. But if you look at the story and look at it from the lens of, you know who the killer is, it was always Stevie.
Yeah,
Like
it's obvious.
Stevie just Steve like Stevie was just like every situation she was at the end of it. Every
Yeah.
situation she popped up right at the end.
But see, when Tyler, before she got killed, when you saw Stevie outside the door, that had me eliminate Stevie from the situation.
It
That
did.
had me, because I was just like, okay, well, it's not her. Because shit, I thought it was Tyler, but then I was like, well, it ain't her either. But on the rewatch, Stevie definitely is like the red herring. Because like she's the outsider that just so happenly got her friends back.
And
You
she
and
been there
Danica
for
cool.
a whole year. Nobody, she never, they was never told to her that y'all been cool, but y'all been, kind of talking off and on,
Yeah.
in the story. But then those moments when you see, because it doesn't make sense for her to be the killer talking to Ray about what's going on outside of I'm talking to somebody that's gone through this experience before. But then she started getting anxious and him saying he gonna help her out with whatever going on. It's like, oh shit. It's the whole thing. Or even like when she when they getting on the boat with the girls and they trying to separate them so she can go ahead and kill them one last time and they hug each other. It's like, I'm gonna kill these bitches. Wish me luck. Like, bro, you know how crazy you gotta be to be
She had been thinking about killing them for a year, Jason. The only reason why she didn't, because Ray said, wait, wait, wait. I know the perfect time to do it. Give yourself a year. But I will say, Ray's
I don't
ability
think
to
he
pop up behind people, he
I
got
don't
that
think
shit mastered.
I don't think he signed on that early though. I feel like she came to him. I feel like I I can't think of when I feel like he got involved with it, but he didn't get involved until I feel like he didn't get involved until after the situation happened. Yeah, I feel like he got involved before that.
I
What you
thought he
mean?
was there the whole time.
Yeah, I
I
feel
So
like
don't
you think
I thought
Stevie's the one that killed Danica's
the
first fiance?
I feel like I feel like she killed the fiance and then she went to him about what she
ooh,
did and then he helped her try to begin to cover everything up.
mm,
That's what I got from that situation. Cause you can like, cause we know he killed cause we know he killed Tyler, but I feel like she killed the fiance.
mm-hmm,
Ray killed Tyler,
mm-hmm.
and then Milo got killed by her again. She killed Milo. She choked Milo out, and put him in the car because Ray was at what's the call house at that time.
That's
True.
true. He
And
was
she
at
did.
And
He
G's.
then and
killed
then
Patty.
then they said everybody sleep with somebody. Nobody should. Oh shit, I gotta go. She leaves. I'm like, bro, you just said nobody can be by themselves,
She's
but
the
Ooh,
she
fifth
leave.
wheel. Who's she gonna share a bed with?
With they gonna sleep in the same place. Why would
I
she
took that
leave?
as coupling up. That's how I took that too, Jason. I thought that I'm with you that she would have been the fifth wheel, or I guess with Jazz, I took that as like the fifth wheel.
She could have been the fifth wheel, but nigga, we fit. People are out here killing us. Why are we break? We shouldn't be separating. It's the thing.
Now
But
that you
see,
think about it, she did do that a lot.
Then
they
she left. Then she went outside. Then Milo go right behind her. We are supposed to be in one spot. Why are we leaving? As soon as he leaves, he get his ass killed and kidnapped.
so okay, let me ask y'all this because this is a trope that is in slasher movies, and I feel like it's one that needs to be
The iPhone.
updated.
Mm-hmm.
No. The fact that you have characters making very stupid decisions in 2025 horror movies and slashers.
I've been saying that for 3 years.
Well, it's like I'm like, why are y'all still doing this? Why are you have a killer after you? You don't have your phone on you. Your phone is not charged. You are leaving, you're splitting up in a cemetery at night. And you run into like the darkest place that's in like an abandoned shed. Like you're making every terrible decision possible. And I'm just like, okay, I feel like We
We
need
beyond that.
to, yeah, you know,
Yeah,
Scream is in every universe, and I know every last one of these fucking people had to have seen it, so y'all should know what not to do.
That's a
But
great. That's actually pretty good. What if Scream isn't in this universe?
oh my god,
what you mean? Like if like they
like
didn't
the
Movie,
like the
based on
movie is
culture,
not
the
available.
culture of Scream isn't a thing in this.
mm. I mean, I feel like this movie will probably be a lot different.
It just, I feel like
I,
characters need to be smarter. Like you can make your characters smarter in slashers and still kill them off.
I think it's just the whole thing of just paying the homage to the old movies. Like you, because they kind of give you the rules. It's we gotta stay together. We're not. And nobody separates. All right, guys. I'm fit to go. What was the point of me saying that? Because I think because it makes you go, this bitch. What?
Like piss us off a different way. Stop pissing me off splitting everybody up.
And honestly, Jazz, I agree. I think that's the reason why a lot of people don't like slashers. And even when I go back and look at the slashers from the 80s and 90s, and even some of the 2000s, a lot of it is kind of dumb. The stuff they do, it don't make any kind of sense. But I can give a pass to it then. But today, yeah, it needs to be smarter. It needs to be a lot smarter. And right now, I wouldn't say like the slashers are probably 0 for 3 this year so far. I wouldn't
Oh,
say
for three?
Clown in the Cornfield, Prom Queen,
Oh, and
and
Hard
then
Eyes.
oh, Hard Eyes was
I liked Hard
I
Eyes.
like Hard Eyes, so 1 for 4.
On the rewatch, I like. You didn't like Clown of the Court. The third act really destroyed that for you.
It was Clown in the Cornfield. It was okay. I just think that it needed to be a different story. But honestly, I just may not have liked the book. I won't spoil it for those who haven't seen it. But like,
There's a book on it.
yeah, it's based on a book.
Mm,
Oh,
Yeah. Have y'all
I
seen
ain't.
Salem's Lot by any chance?
yes.
Well, not the. There was a
The
mini.
original movie?
Yeah, yeah.
I vaguely. I think I recall watching it.
Well, for anyone who just seen Salem's Lot, I would say I think Clown in the Cornfield could have been better if they went that direction. What they kind of did, but just in a different way. I'm trying not to spoil it, but that was
You
it was a good time though.
you're doing better than Jason. Jason would have spoiled that shit.
Yeah,
I feel like Jason spoiled it 2 weeks ago. It was during Jurassic Park.
I didn't spoil nothing today.
because Casey got
Yo,
on your ass.
your hand probably itching like crazy. Like, damn it, I want to say something.
Casey had to tell you about yourself. You be spoiling shit immediately. Don't even no trigger warning. You just be spoiling shit.
Oh
Jason,
God, here
he
you
just be
go.
throwing it out there. But I do have a question for y'all because we get a lot of these films where they reopen trauma for characters from the original movie. And so, do y'all like how these movies have been doing it to where they're going back to old characters? Sorry to open up these trauma wounds for you, but I need your assistance because we saw it in The Exorcist Believer, Scream 5, and we saw it, I believe, in Saw, but I don't remember which Saw it was where you had the doctor that was in the first movie. He
Seven.
showed up. Was it 7? Okay, I had 6 in there, but I wasn't sure. So 7, even though he turned out, spoiler alert, to be part of the game. But like, how do y'all feel about horror movies doing that? And how do you feel about this one doing that? I'm gonna go to you, Chris, with that question first.
Actually, I think it worked in this movie. That was the one thing that I actually did like, but I think it might be time to stop doing it because the fact that you have to ask that question says that it's been done a lot. So it might be time to retire it, possibly. But I feel like even an Exorcist believer, it made a lot of sense. So it does make sense, but maybe we just need to change it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Halloween probably the best one because but she was her family, so it was a little bit different. It just doesn't. We just don't understand why Michael is so obsessed with Laurie. But
Because that's not his sister no more, because they changing shit midway. Just so
yeah,
unstable of a
him,
franchise.
yeah, him being so obsessed with her, then he's obsessed with the granddaughter. Like what?
Well,
He's just
Lori is
killing.
obsessed with Michael. Lori thinks she's special, and she was just a chick that was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And so 40
Chris,
years later, she be telling herself she's special. She got
she's
she can leave. She can
he's
move.
He's
She was
been following her everywhere she go.
are we well okay, I'm sorry. Are we talking about Halloween 2018? Or are we talking about the whole franchise?
I don't know, but he's always following a whole named Lori.
If you're
So
talking about the
he's the
whole
thirsty
franchise, you're
one.
right. The whole franchise, you're right. But if we just talking about 2018 and kills, Lori was just a random chick that was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and she could have moved. She just was hanging around, and so she is obsessed with him.
I don't remember those films too much. I just remember him killing a bunch of people in kills. Ends was trash.
He's about the
So
first one though. She was, the first one is based on 78, where he did the killing. They not related. He goes to jail or psychiatric ward for 40 years, and then he breaks out to get her. He said he's like she could have just moved, but she stayed in the same place. How did he just went right back to the same town?
I think she went back to like he went back to Haddonfield, and she went back too. So like she kind of like put herself on to like this collision. But Jazz, it depends on the timeline because there's some where she's the sister, there's some where they have a connection. It's like five different storylines. But just the one that we on now, like she truly was just a random chick. And in the director's cut or a different version, she got drunk and she's the reason why he actually escaped. She like caused an accident and that's how he escaped.
so she kind of helped him.
She did. She
And
did.
he wants to kill her.
And I wish they would have kept that version in.
But you blaming her.
No, she just think that she's more important than what she is.
If you got a killer coming after you that can't be killed, I'm sorry. That's not a good flex, but it's a flex.
So in all the other ones, yes, she's special. But in 2018, I'm telling you, she's just a chick that didn't let go. Again, Nick, people not letting go of the past, man. Like she truly was just in the wrong place, wrong time, and she just couldn't let him go.
Mm. Trauma. It might be the trauma.
It is. It is a trauma. But just imagine somebody terrorized you for a year. They didn't die. They went to jail. They got locked up. Now, I don't how you respond to that, which is why she taught her daughter as she was raising her up or teaching her to raise up. It's like a fighter, like she wasn't a good fighter, clearly, because she died at the end. But
Spoiler alert.
2018? Halloween 2018?
Fuck it. We
Yeah.
here, man.
Yeah, but yeah.
Everybody dies. Even Michael. Jamie gets brought back to life.
Yeah.
But do y'all think, because we see the chemistry between Ray and Julie, they hate each other. Would y'all have wanted some type of backstory or context? Or what we got was
I never liked their relationship. It was never like this thing of, oh my
he
God,
was a
you gotta
liar. Ray threw his red flags out in the first movie.
And then you had the what was that? You had the one scene where not the one scene, but the second movie, like they weren't even together in that movie.
It
And
makes
they
you think they probably didn't really like each other for real. The rumors might be true. I mean, they might have a Ryan Gosling and a Rachel McAdams kind of relationship to where they're just good on screen as a couple, but they actually do hate each other.
wait, you mean on the movie? Because she's married, he married to the
Well, I mean, like, wait, no, they don't really like each other in real life, but they're really good as a couple on screen.
I don't think that was a good couple on screen.
I mean, she got his jokes when they
I
were
was
in the
like,
same scene.
I was like, man, what the? Yeah, I don't know. He never stuck out to me. Like, I got to see him do this again. No,
I mean, he's
'Cause
decent,
like,
you know.
she was with she was dating the killer on number two, wasn't she?
They weren't dating, no, no.
Oh,
He
okay.
wanted to date her, but she was like, "Nah, I'm into Ray."
Mm.
They weren't fucking Jason. They weren't fucking.
I thought she was into him though.
Nah, she was trying to put him in the friend zone, but the one she wanted wasn't there.
Mm.
Ben's son. But I got a question for y'all since we're talking about open wounds. Which character had the best reasoning for opening up an original character's past wounds? You got what, Ava, Julie's wounds, or Clear, Wounds Getting Open and Final Destination 2.
Who?
Clear.
Clear Rivers.
Oh,
Probably Clear. Definitely Clear.
It was
Like
worth opening those wounds back up because it's like, bitch, death is
that's a
after
lot.
me, so I need your help.
Like what was going on with this? What happened here? Like I need make it make sense, make it make sense, make it make sense.
Okay. Round 2. You got Clear or the mother from The Exorcist Believer. Whose wounds were worth opening back up?
I'm gonna say Exorcist Believer because she was an expert in the field, so she could have actually helped you out a lot. Possible.
We saw what happened to her.
I know she
Lost them
well.
eyes.
Yeah.
That's gonna look crazy. I thought about it after. Ain't nobody said the safe word.
She
Y'all
smiled.
suck. But you said what?
I said she smiled.
Who, the mother?
You.
Like she having a good time. All right, so the mother from The Exorcist Believer or Dewey in Scream 5. Which wounds were worth opening more?
Who did he?
Who was it? It was Sam's character, I think. Was
Sam's
it?
character
Yeah.
opened up Dewey's
Oh,
wounds.
going back to Dewey. Yeah, okay. I'm like, damn, wait, Dewey didn't. Okay. Who? Yeah, nah, Dewey a terrible cop, not him.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Exorcist Believer because yeah,
Yeah,
he
Dewey,
not yeah,
Dewey
Dewey
wasn't Dewey. You
fucked
know how
up.
many people died on Dewey's hands?
Dewey died on Dewey's hands.
He didn't do it.
God damn,
He got
Dewey ain't
himself
saved
killed.
no. Dewey ain't saved not nobody. Maybe
Damn,
one
he
time.
didn't.
Not
No,
re-
I think he just distracted the killer to go stab him, but he never really he
he
didn't
might
save
help
nobody's
with.
life.
I think maybe once was maybe in Scream 3 when she was
It's
on the set.
I think Scream
no.
2, bro. When
Because remember she was on the movie set, and I think that he came in. She kind of already saved herself, but he came in and distracted the killer. So he didn't really save her. He distracted the killer. I think I could be remembering wrong.
he shot Ronan in he shot Ronan in the head, right?
Did he kill?
He well, the movie was over then.
One of them he shot the killer because Dewey's the head.
That was
Yeah,
Ronan.
Yeah.
But
you're right.
everybody was he had the support of everybody there. Like you gotta do something when you got your girl right in front of you. Like you can't bitch out in front of Gail. But
I mean, shit. That first movie, he got stabbed in front of Gail. He
He
never.
got fucked up every movie, pretty much.
he didn't get stabbed in front of Gail.
He
He
did.
got
He got.
he came
He.
out the door when Sid was coming to the house. Gail didn't see Dewey get stabbed because she was somewhere else.
I thought they both fell. I thought he came out with the knife in his back. That was Sid he was talking
That was
to.
Sid, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got you.
Because
Never mind.
Ghostface came and got the knife from his back, and then she ran in the news van. Seen that shit way too many times. But did y'all have any scenes that y'all wanted to discuss?
I got it was like in the opening the movie, she implies that her mom is dead, and that plot point goes nowhere.
What?
In the
That
very beginning, when she's getting
somebody Ava, right?
yeah, Ava, yeah, she's
I
talking.
feel.
Uh-huh.
I feel like all her like everything was just compiling for her. Cause like I didn't at first it kind of was confusing establishing who the lead was. I remember texting y'all
I
like,
thought it was
bruh.
that. I
I
thought
was
it was
like, bro,
clearly
who am I following?
I thought it was clearly Ava. I feel like
It could have just been me. I'm
no, no, no,
sorry.
no. I'm in the minority. A lot of people are saying that they thought Danica was the lead.
I, you
She was
know,
a slow friend. And I don't see the lead getting slashed in the stomach the way that Danica did. Now that bitch should have stayed dead.
She should have been.
But Ava, I would
oh,
say, was the
bruh.
lead.
Okay, so let me ask y'all. Y'all probably would hadn't they said had that last scene of the movie, would y'all have still believed that Stevie had survived anyway?
Yes. Yeah.
But
Nah, I
why
thought
did
she was dead. I thought she was dead.
why did I didn't why did they even add that one scene in there? Like,
It wasn't
bitch, I
needed.
forgot to tell you.
What? I'm not gonna lie.
What?
That was funny. That was funny. Cause it's like,
What?
how did you forget that? Y'all done went to the hospital. So ain't nobody got no parents that's gonna check on y'all. Y'all getting discharged just y'all together and then you go get something to eat. It just made it took out the horror, tension, everything.
It was a
And
comedy at that point.
yeah,
That movie was a comedy. But honestly, damn, maybe I'm tripping. I really thought that like because not it wasn't just that like where she got shot, it's the fact that she fell overboard too. But the fact that Danica survived, I feel like Stevie definitely should have
He did.
survived it because what happened to her. So Stevie surviving kind of makes more sense. Danica should be dead. That's crazy. That girl got gutted vertically.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then she got thrown off the boat and then didn't bleed out and somehow
Maybe
like
the water. Maybe the water plugged the hole.
So it wasn't no sharks in that water.
no sharks, didn't drown, somehow
It was
floated.
in. I thought that like on a lake, not in the. They fight
No,
like
they
in
was
the
in the
ocean.
ocean.
In the ocean,
They in
bro.
the
In the ocean.
ocean. Deep blue
South
sea
Pole.
style.
And deep out there, bro. So one, it's hard enough to swim back there if you're not stabbed. This girl got stabbed vertically, thrown off the boat, somehow floated across and didn't bleed out. Come on now. Even in a slasher, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like that's
What
straight
the
for a slasher.
They saw Screams
5?
six
Not
cut
6.
up
6.
six cut all them motherfuckers up and said, "Oh, they brought everybody back.
We can get away with anything.
We can do it too."
Man, I ain't gonna hold you. This is worse than 6. Like that scene right there, that's less realistic for 6 because that water, like it should have like you would have bled out.
Is that how it worked?
I mean, just think about it. But if you have a cut like that, like it don't just stop bleeding, and then you put in
I
some
ain't. I ain't
water.
never been stabbed to know what
Jason,
water do.
stop, man,
So,
stop.
Jay, let me. Okay, Jay, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Does water not slow down a period?
Nigga, fuck kind of question is this?
Like salt
What's
was
wrong with this nigga, man? Jazz, where
talking
you get
about
this nigga
salt
at, man?
water.
Jazz, where do you get this nigga at, bro?
Am I wrong?
This nigga Memphis niggas, man.
No, Jazz.
Jason,
Am I wrong?
come on, man. Come on, man. That's crazy.
Jazz, get your
So
boy.
I will say this. When
Jazz,
I
am
was
wrong?
younger and if I had a tooth come out, salt water, gargle with salt water, because it would close the wound up faster if a tooth came out for my gums. But Jason, a hook went into her chest and Stevie pushed up. So your intestines got cut in there somewhere. And then you got thrown overboard. I'm sorry. Nah. The ocean is not doing all of that, man.
She should have died. I was mad when she coughed up, just like, oh man. like she just fell off a ladder or something. Boom, damn, how I get here? Bitch, you've been stabbed and thrown overboard. How did currents even push her that far?
And then they even made jokes because she was just like, oh, some of my intestines are in the ocean. Yeah, no shit. You shouldn't even be alive. I mean, honestly, they could have really killed both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And we could have started the next movie with Brandy and Jennifer.
And honestly, to that point, Jazz, like, so I know they want a sequel, which I don't really get, but like, so what are we gonna pick up from? Are we gonna pick up from Ava's story and Danica, or are we gonna follow Jennifer Love Hewitt and Brandy?
It's got to be Jennifer Love Hewitt and Brandy.
We could kill these girls off. They should be dead.
Yeah.
To do what? They go front to go get. I mean, they're not. What story are they even trying to get?
That's a great question, Jason.
Because
I mean, we've always had conversations of we need a killer to escape. They literally gave us a lot of the things that we wanted in horror. They just did it fucking terribly. To where you had a killer that escaped. Boom. They obviously didn't go to the authorities, so nobody's probably even looking for Stevie. And you said
because they said that she was alive because like if she got they didn't say missing, not that we didn't found her. They said that she's alive. Because if you get, let's say that she got shot and then she fell overboard.
She didn't get shot.
He didn't shoot her.
Ray didn't shoot her. No, because when she said, why would you kill your partner? He said, you sure that's what I did? That was all a scheme. She's on a boat somewhere. She might be on Ray's boat. Because remember, Ray's boat went out there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like two boats.
Okay, I missed that.
Because you had Ray's boat and then you had Teddy's boat.
Oh yeah,
and I'm assuming
the little bitty boat.
Yeah, so I'm assuming Stevie knows how to drive a boat.
Okay. So my next question, did they watch each other swim? Like, because you ain't really just for the fight out there. Like, you just fight in the water. You know,
you mean her and Danica?
Yeah, funny seeing you here.
I guess then when she went in the water, I guess like what y'all saying, she just swam to the location. But then where was she swimming to though? Like
I
I
just
guess.
I just think that was just Ray putting on a show
Mhm.
because the thing is, Stevie said, I told him we didn't need to kill you to Ava because Ava was the only one trying to go to the police that night. So she was trying to spare Ava's life. The only reason why Ray decided to kill her is because she found out Ray was the killer. I think Ray would have let Ava go if she didn't figure out he was the killer.
And they didn't, well, they showed to the audience, but how did Ray know that she knew?
I think it's probably her body and mannerisms. He been killing people, and Ray's a liar.
And she was trying to leave. Like the way she was trying to, he said, you know what? She asked for something, he got it, she put it together. Then she was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave. It's okay. He was like, wait, no, you got it. He said, so what is it that made you figure it out?
But the door was already locked at that point in time.
It
So in
was.
my
Yeah,
mind, he was already anticipating killing her.
I think he was. I think he was. Like that wasn't even that he went out so quick. He went out like Galactus.
Yeah, yeah, kinda. Yeah, it was a little anticlimactic. Getting killed from behind. I would have liked it to been like a little bit more of a fight, but
You thought him and Julie was about to fight?
I mean, I would have liked a little bit more than
I
that
did too. In my head, I thought they did. And I was like, oh shit. He just got shot and he did. He
from
died.
behind.
I
You
guess
know,
them getting in a scuffle would have been cool, but they hate each other in real life. So
yeah, I don't know. He might have hit her for real. I don't know. Maybe that's for the best. He might have just like accidentally on purpose hit her.
Was it Scooby Doo? Nah, that wasn't her. That's Sarah. That's Sarah.
And that
That
was
was
Sarah.
me.
that
Yeah,
was
that
his
was Sarah.
wife. No,
My bad.
but
Man, one thing since we kind of already at the end, man, that line about all this would have been avoided if men went to therapy. That's one of the worst lines in horror.
Oh my
Someone,
God, that's top. That's a horrible, horrible. Because the girl did. Because the girl Steve started this.
so a chick on Twitter came up with that line. Like they was like,
But
"You're gonna like this."
because I mean, if you tie it back into the beginning, I guess it makes sense because you're going into being. But I mean, well, I guess it's being, or would it be? Would she be talking about either like Tyler and them, not Tyler, but Teddy not going to therapy because had he would have may have turned the guy in. But I mean, it was Danica that Danica presented the line though, and she was on board to keep the lies.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say because I'm a woman that takes accountability, and I can identify when people aren't certain times not taking accountability. The ladies in this did not take accountability for their actions because you can't just say it was a man because I'm like Stevie, she had a lot of issues, and her man put her back on track. So you can honestly say Stevie should have went to therapy, and then it wouldn't have gotten this far because Ray wouldn't have started killing people either.
yeah. I mean, it's like both of them would have because, like, I mean, to Jason's point, Jason was saying that this is all Stevie, and then Ray didn't come along till later, so they
I
don't know that.
I
But
think
That's
Ray
the
was there the whole time.
that's the angle I'm working from. Ray wasn't involved. She came to him for help because she killed that first guy. And she didn't know what to do.
She had the whole outfit, Jason. She had the whole swag and everything. She had watched the first and second movie.
I'm pretty sure she had talked to him. He probably had already told her about XYZ.
He was Ronan and she was Billy.
that's how I took it.
That's what that was.
Yeah, that's exactly how I took it too. But even
That's
with
not,
that, I mean, just going back to the line, like, yo, it's not like Stevie was a part of this. There's no way you shake this and not saying that Stevie didn't need to go to therapy too. Because if Stevie handled her trauma of what happened, none of this would have happened. Because Ray had 25, almost 30 years to kill people, and he didn't. So it's obviously Stevie. Something that happened with Stevie is what turned. I think it was Stevie who unlocked something in Ray, not
mm-hmm.
all the way around. I
Yeah,
think Ray may have been angry, but I think that Stevie was the one who was like, "Yo, I've had this happen to me. What are we gonna do about it?"
yeah.
Realistically, now I'm not the one to tell somebody their trauma is lower or higher or anything like that. But out of the four in the first movie, Ray wasn't taunted by the killer. Like Barry got ran over by a car. Helen got her hair cut up, and Julie had a body in her trunk. What the fuck did Ray have? He got a letter. Like realistically, I'm just sitting here like that's why I feel like the twist was wasted on Ray's character because Julie went through a hell of a lot more than you. So the trauma with that being her turn into a villain and everything would have hit so much more than Ray, in my opinion.
I agree. And also, I feel like this is where, like, I think the story kind of failed some because I guess they're implying that they're forgetting well, not implied, they said they're forgetting the past and there's issues with gentrification. That's a whole different kind of story. If you want to talk about how the perils of forgetting about the past and not learning about history, then show us that. Show us why Southport is worse off because we've let the past go. Because from my perspective, things look better in Southport than they did in 97. So, right. Why is like stuff, why is this so bad? And like also, like, yes, it was terrible that your friends got killed, but that was 1997. How long are we supposed to hold on to that? So like it just felt kind of weak. It needed a different story if you're gonna try to talk about the past, and just it didn't go deep enough. It was just a very shallow slasher that introduced some deeper concepts that went absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, especially being that you have a business in this town still.
Mm-hmm.
So you're obviously doing pretty well for yourself because you didn't have no business. I
Yeah.
mean, you was just a fisherman on the with your boat, but now you got a whole bar and everything, and you are sponsoring bridal showers of the rich and plentiful. So the success of Southport getting all of these new people coming in and checking it out because nobody wants to go to a beach town that has a lot like a high crime rate. Like
Yeah.
ain't nobody doing that. And so I understand like remembering those people that lives were lost and everything, but then it's also just we have businesses here and we need to make sure tourists are coming to help thrive those businesses. So I don't know. Ray Wild. But I will say, Freddie Prinze Jr. did a great job in this because I've never seen him in that kind of role to where he was crazy like that. So,
I wish we got more time with Crazy Ray.
yeah, they killed him off very quickly.
Nigga turned. They shot him as soon as he turned. How you know it was me? Shh.
Did y'all like Ava, the lead,
I,
or
I didn't care about her. I didn't care about none of the characters, but Teddy.
I kind of liked Ava. I
I'm
feel like
sure you did.
uh, for what what? Okay, well, I hated Danica's character, so I'm gonna balance it out. Her character was trash. People like she's kind of a fan favorite, but I just feel like, and not that the actress did a bad job, I just feel like her role they kind of made her like the airhead,
Yeah.
and it didn't fit for me. And I guess she was supposed to be the comedic relief, but I feel like this would have been an opportunity that like to make it would have been a totally different story, but the stress of the situation made her like antagonistic. It made her like maybe even like a secondary antagonist that like yo, from her perspective, you're ruining my life. Like what we did is like ruining my life, and she starts to get like bitchy towards the other characters. But instead, they had her be like this kind of goofball saying one-liners that didn't really make me laugh. So it just was a wasted character. I feel like.
Mm. I mean, I ain't mad at that. Jason, what you think?
What was the question?
But did you feel like Danica was a annoying, possibly wasted character, or did she add much to the story?
I She really didn't add much. Excuse me. I do like the cat and mouse game they played when she was kind of hiding as Ray was looking for her that one time. So that was pretty cool. But outside of that, I don't she really didn't add anything. It was just like it's like she was there to get them from one point to another point, right? So it's kind of like get introduced to her with the one guy. Night happens, now she's in a new relationship after, so it's just like it's almost like that's how she was. I don't know. She would definitely be like the first kill and like number two. It's cool.
How did you
It's
feel about
just,
Ava? Kind of thing.
I I don't. Ava was just like a wild card too. I didn't understand her character. For the most part, it was just like I didn't care for anybody in this except Tyler. Not I mean Teddy. Teddy, I like Teddy character. But Teddy was gonna try to throw money at it if he could do it.
yeah.
mean, shit, I can't. I mean, if your life on the line, I mean, I get it. Oh, yeah, okay. I kind of. I mean, I don't know. I liked Ava. I feel like Tyler. I would have liked to see a little bit more of her. She died like a kind of soon. Like she was an interesting character, a nice dynamic. So I would have liked to see just like maybe an extra scene with her. Like maybe if she survived that, maybe and then died in the next scene. I would just like to see a little bit more of her.
Yeah, that'd have been cool to see how the dynamic was with her in a group if they would have survived that situation.
Mhm. And like maybe have for them like include her into the group, possibly.
Yeah,
Or
because
just be oh go ahead.
no, because then I could say that would also increase the suspicion of her
Exactly.
to where everybody's looking at her, but she knows all this information. But we not even looking at Stevie bum ass over here. She the real killer.
Man, and one thing on the rewatch, every time they talk about the killer and Stevie is in the room, they actually pan to her. Like it's really kind of obvious on rewatch because like the scene in which when she was at the engagement party or what have you, and they're talking about the killer, they pan to her, and
Mm.
it's super obvious in rewatch. But I can't. I'll be lying if I said like I noticed it on my first time around, but on rewatch, it definitely was a little bit more glaring.
Mm. Well, it'll definitely be interesting. But the post-credit scene, we get Brandy. Were y'all surprised? Were you excited? Were you just like, oh, because I'll be honest, my first time seeing it, I didn't know there was a post-credit scene. I left. I said, all right, I'm done. Didn't even see it. I sure didn't. And I was like, damn, Brandy not in this movie. I said, that's fucked up. And then I saw it on Twitter. I said, oh, okay, okay, I definitely missed that.
Yeah, um, it was in there, but my best part was seeing what's his name, Too Tall. What's his name?
Yeah, Old Spice.
Old Spice. Yes, him being in there was like the best part of the actual scene because I really didn't get the brand thing. It was just like they let her. She said, "That girl's always up into something," and she knock on the door. Bitch, if you don't get up, I would like. She should have been like, "Bitch, if you don't get the fuck right, but get the fuck from right around here with all that dumb ass shit." Like, you got too much trauma going on. No, no, no. She brand know a thing about hitting people with cars.
Jason, Jason, this nigga man, this nigga Jason. Oh, you can't hear us now. You can't hear us now. You on mute,
I'll pivot us. Oh shit.
nigga Jason.
Um. So that scene definitely felt like it was added extra late, and I was just like,
They sent that to the theater.
yeah,
They sent that scene to the theater post movie and said stitch that on there some kind of
Man, and the acting kind of showed all different.
Jazz not seeing that scene is insane.
Yo, I did not. And you know what's crazy? So when
Jazz,
I
you know how mad Jazz was to leave a movie in the middle of all these Marvel and DC movies and end credits. She didn't even Google it to see if they had it. You know what?
Oh, you was fed up
No.
for real. You was fed up. That's because this is the thing. It's not even like you don't have to wait that long either.
you
So
know,
you gotta presume. Like
Jazz,
it might be like a minute, so you gotta pursue. You already had your purse ready.
Chris, the credits ain't even roll yet.
hey, look, she didn't even see the "I Know What You Did Last Summer" title card at the end. Jazz is like,
It really is like 45 seconds. Like it's real quick.
Jazz probably scoffed when she seen the girl on the boat on the water. Oh,
Hey,
oh my!
about that Jazz, you must have hated this movie for real.
So what is this? She's alive? And these bitches is joking at the end? Oh, 97 would never.
Man, y'all like, oh, go ahead, Jazz. My bad.
So in the credits, I don't know if y'all noticed this because y'all saw the end credits, so y'all probably did. Brandy's name is the first one at the top.
That's at the end credit.
Yeah, the end credit. Brandy's name is at the top, and then it goes to everybody else. So that's how you know they said we ain't about to put this in alphabetical order. Bitch, last name starts with an N. Put her at the top. And I saw it, I was just like, yeah. Have the script and everything completed before you start production, please.
This is like a This is MCU branching out.
These niggas was in they was in the editing room. Just throw that shit together. And then when they finished rendering everything out, somebody came, oh shit, we got the post credit of Brandy. The hell I'm gonna do with
Re-rendering.
that?
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
No.
that.
You know what? I'm gonna send 2 links to the movie theater. Let them put it on.
Hold on, let me see something.
That writing, because like the script, it was so on the nose, and man, this in credit, it was. I'm happy. Listen, I'm happy to see Brandy on screen again. That's probably the nicest thing I could say. But the script, the acting, like the delivery, and then another one liner.
Oh my God.
What you ready to? What did she say? You want to fuck somebody up? I was hoping you would say that. Come on, man.
Chris,
And like,
that's true friendship. What do you mean? If I come and knock at your door after not seeing you for years, I'm like, look, somebody sent me this, and I
and
gotta show it to you.
I'm not even gonna go and bring logic to it. How did she know where she was living? And then how did she like? So she just, I guess, in Southport. And then why would she go to her? Like, why would you come to Brandy? Well, I guess I see why she went to her. But like, yo, if a nigga's trying to kill me, no, that's your problem. You figure that out.
I don't
That's why
think
she should have cussed her out. Like,
I
get
don't
off
think
my
Brandy
Yeah,
lives in Southport because they just went to college together. Together, we don't know where Brandy lives.
Jazz. Think about not roomie, but just think about like another roommate you had when you went to college.
I don't
Now
know what.
add like 15 more years on that. Imagine they just pull up on you.
Yo, I'm
They
not
just pull
answering
up
my
on
door. Look, Chris,
you.
I am looking.
Hey, look, Jazz, she gonna send us a picture. Look at this. Y'all know who this is? Jazz,
No,
no,
no, this is what
she
I'm gonna
don't.
say. I'm gonna do a screenshot. I'm gonna be like, this the bitch who was throwing up in water bottles and leaving that shit in her room. She at my
Ugh,
door.
that's disgusting. Why would you do that?
Listen, me and Charnette had some nasty ass roommates in college,
That's
man.
nasty.
Yo, them
That's
bitches
why.
was
That's wild.
gross. Oh,
That's
look,
wild.
it was nasty, man. It was disgusting. So if she popped up
Yo,
on my door, I'm not answering, and I'm not
yo,
gonna go help you kill nobody or nothing like that.
bro. So when I worked at my other job, this dude said he mistakenly drunk his brother's pee because he peed in a bottle and he left it in the room and he wasn't sure if it was his was it his or his brother, so he just drank it.
Wait, what did he think it was?
Clearly, he thought it was water.
That means his brother drinks a lot of water because that means his piss wasn't yellow, so he got
Well,
clear.
I guess that's the best case scenario is that if it looks like water that much, so
But
it
bro,
probably,
don't pee. But why are you peeing in bottles and leaving them in
Nah,
our
that's
room?
wild.
yeah, that's why.
Did he
That's
say how much did he drunk?
But it wasn't I think he like automatically knew it was pee, but not before he smelled like before he drank it though.
why are you just leaving pee bottles? That's
I
so
got a
crazy.
I got a follow-up question.
I
If
will I
you
will say his brother is I want to say maybe a freshman or a sophomore in high school. So and he,
Nigga, did you do that in ninth grade?
no. No, not that, but I'm saying him drinking it. Like he not like an adult doing this, but he's a bit younger, but
No, I can understand why he drank it, especially if it looks clear. Even if it was yellow, you might, if there was some lemonade in the house or something. I don't know. I'm not mad at him drinking it. I'm just like wondering, like, why is a person peeing in a bottle in the first place, and then two, why are you leaving it out? But I guess if you pee in the bottle, you want to save it for whatever reason.
My
mm.
question is, how did he know it was piss?
His brother knew it was piss. He was like, "Oh, my bad. I forgot I left it in there."
I feel like you can kind of know what piss tastes like if you never. You can kind of have an idea.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
even
is
if
that
you
what the
never had it,
question
I feel like
was?
you would know if it's
Oh,
piss.
I thought she meant like how you know it was pee that he drunk.
No, I'm
Like
wondering how the brother knew that he drank pee.
You kind of know. I feel like you would know.
the brother that did the peeing or the brother that did the drinking.
The drinking. How did he know
Oh
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
piss?
Some things I think you just like you have an idea what it tastes like. You'd be like, yeah, no,
Because what
that's
else could it be? If you drink some liquid and like it tastes like something you never had before, my first thought would be like piss. You know what I'm saying? Like that would just be my first thought. But at that
Jazz want
point,
to know when you say Jazz want to know when you taste pee.
nah, I've never tasted pee. I'm just saying, like if I drink some pee, I feel like I would know it's some pee.
You know what? No, not on here.
And I know
I
people
don't
do
know
it
what kind of activities y'all.
too, though.
I don't know. You said what?
After he
Only,
drank, he probably spit
only
it
in my
out. What
chest.
is this? And he smelled it. It was like, oh, this smell like pee.
Because I feel like, depending on your activities, something probably got on your lip before. And
No,
you probably licked your lip on
no,
accident. And then
no,
that's what gave you that taste.
no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Jason's
No, ma'am. Actually, no. I'm not just.
Jason is Jason's like, Jazz, chill.
Are you talking about pee right now? You talking about skeet? Like, what are we talking about?
What?
Are you talking about pee? Or are you talking about like some like cum? What are you talking about right now?
I was talking
It's
about
all,
pee.
they say
Why
it's
would
all
pee be on
mixed
my
up.
lip?
Chris,
They
I
say
don't
it's
know
all
what you
mixed
be
up.
doing.
I don't nah. You know, I'm not. I've never. Because if it get on my hand, I'm gonna wipe it off. So it's never been at a time where pee has been on my
But
lip.
it might splash.
No, no, I'm not
Okay.
peeing like gallons in
I,
a
That's
toilet.
that's not what you talking
it
about.
ain't gotta be yours.
Oh, you talking about
I don't
the
know what you're into.
nah. Okay. I see you on free time. Okay, I thought we were still
No.
being rational. I ain't never did pull to R. Kelly, if that's what
It's not that bad.
golden shower. He was doing golden showers.
Damn. Drink a lot of water over there.
You had a good day today, huh? You drunk the whole bottle?
How the hell do we get on pee? How the hell do we even get on
It's
this?
like 3 gallons today.
Yo, how do we get on Jason? How do we get in pee in a bottle? Oh,
Good job, girl.
More. Sorry, Chris.
No. You fine. I was just wondering.
You
Like,
should have said the safe word. It wouldn't have worked for Jason though. It wouldn't have worked for him. But I do have a question for y'all because we are talking about slashers. Do y'all have a top 5 slashers over the past 5 years? And I'm gonna start with you, Chris.
Yeah.
Not yikes.
Thank you, God.
Let me
Not yikes. You better start looking.
let me pull up my list.
Damn.
Okay, so I'm gonna go from top 5 to 1. So fifth, there's this movie called Sick. That was like a COVID movie. Like it was.
Really?
Yeah, I fuck with that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so that's gonna be fifth. Fourth is gonna be Scream 5. Third is gonna be Totally Killer. Second is this movie called Haunt. That is really good. And then first, I'm gonna say Terrifier 2. That's my top 5. So Terrifier 2, Haunt, Totally Killer, Scream 5, and Sick.
All right. So Chris's list is like the movie we just reviewed. Mid as hell. Jason, do you have your top 5?
Last 5 years. Yeah. I put Scream. Yeah, Scream 6. I put Scream 6 as 1. Totally Killer is 2. Um, Fear Street 78. Is that the last 5 years?
Ah, shit, I'm tripping.
That's last 5,
I
right?
always forget those are movies.
Halloween 78 is a slap. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I
Damn,
bet you wish you wouldn't have put that bum ass Sick on there, huh? That list was sick.
Nah, that's a good movie. And I forgot about Halloween Kills too. Hey, you know what? Matter of fact, forget about my list. Forget about my list. I need to go back. I didn't do enough homework. That's on me. You actually, you know what? My list is mid. I'm gonna give Black Woman credit this time because I forgot about 78 and I fuck with Kills. And Hawk came out 2019, so that's not even like 5
Who
years.
came? Oh, okay. So yeah, that one. Fuck. That one I really fuck, but it may have come out years ago. It was like in the like 2015 or something though. But that the blind girl.
You talking
But
about you talking about Mike Flanagan's wife. You talking about
Oh,
yeah.
Hush.
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 That was like a decade ago.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, that's it. It's all good. I got 4. I got 4. It's cool.
All right, so my list, I have X, I have The Blackening, I have Thanksgiving, I have Totally Killer, and I have The Invisible Man.
Invisible Man.
That was a slasher?
He was cutting people up.
She said it's gonna be a slasher now.
Yeah, I mean, he was in the suit that he had was one that he made, and he was just cutting people up invisible.
Okay, I didn't look at it that way, but yeah, okay. You know what? Yeah, because I forgot about Thanksgiving. I forgot about X.
Yeah,
I forgot. And Fear Street 78. Fear Street 78 would be probably second for me, or third. But Totally Killer is a great movie too.
Totally Killer is a
That's a great
great
movie.
movie.
That's
Yeah.
that's how you do comedy well in a movie for me.
Yeah, you got slashers mixed with time travel.
Yeah.
I need to watch. I'm gonna watch that tonight because it's got my girl that was in Sabrina, which I just finished.
Yeah,
Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
good show.
Very good show.
I think
I'm not sure how I feel about the ending, but
it's mid.
I'm not mad at it, but I wish it was stronger to get me to the point to where it got us.
I wonder if that was how the show was supposed to end, or if I wonder if they just did that to end it because they know it was getting canceled.
Ah,
Because like also, where does it go from there?
you said where do you go from there?
Yeah, like so, like let's say that show was renewed for like a fourth season. Where would it go from there?
I think they were just like, we're done.
Yeah, okay.
Because you kind of wrapped everything up the best way you could.
But they made her too strong, and I know we're not here talking about that, but they made her like kind of too strong that they kind of vote themselves in a corner.
Yeah. It was cool though.
Special.
It was cool though. It was a nice little ride, I say.
RP to Chance.
Oh my God, yeah.
Ambrose RP. Jim V is coming back. Gonna miss my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
miss
tough. But I do the question that I sent y'all, the biggest slasher movie hot take from the past 10 years. Were y'all able to come up with one for that one?
Yeah, let me pull up my note.
Jason, were you able to come up with one?
The
No.
biggest hot take.
Biggest slasher movie hot take from the past 10 years.
I mean, I have two.
What you got, Chris?
So one, Terrifier 2 is one of the best slashers ever made. That's high up there for me. And then second, this is probably more of a hot take. People don't like this movie, but Halloween Kills is a great movie. That is a great movie. And I will fight for that movie. I know I didn't put it on my list because I forgot about it, but that's a great movie.
It's great. You love it. You'll fight for it, but you forgot about it.
So, you don't love it that much, huh?
Right. Your love looks really strange. What's yours, Jason?
I will defend Ronan in Halloween Ends. It makes sense.
Wait, you
Ronan,
mean Corey?
Corey, yes, whatever. Corey, yes.
What are you defending him for?
Because the movie was trash?
I defend him as the killer in the movie.
Like,
People didn't.
You think he's a good killer, or you think he made sense, or what?
It makes sense. It makes sense. If the trauma in this is supposed to, the trauma in there makes sense too.
Jason, two places cannot make sense at the same time. And that's what this is right here.
Also, it made sense over there then.
No. Him being a killer is not the issue.
Like I said it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, but that was not the issue with the movie. It making sense. This nigga was getting his ass whipped by some niggas that were younger than him, and he's gonna go down to Michael Myers' lair, whip his ass, and take his mask. That's spoiler. That's what didn't make sense. If you could explain that to me,
we don't have time for that. We don't
have time for your lies.
Explain why Ray was killing. You can't. That don't make sense.
No, you're right. You're right. It don't matter. We're on the same page, my brother. What you mean?
Yeah.
Now, but Corey's made more sense than Ray, though. To your point.
What you got, Jazz?
I was gonna say, excuse me. Scream is still the most consistent horror movie franchise to date.
Ain't no hot take. Try again.
Oh my God.
Try again. That was not a hot take. Come on now, my sister.
People be trying to come after Scream. Well, I guess my other one will be like people need to stop trying to compare their movies.
You said, say it again. What you just
Scream is still the most consistent horror movie franchise.
Horror movie franchise. What is Aliens?
That's science fiction.
No, it's horror. It's sci-fi horror.
But I wouldn't say that Scream is sci-fi horror. You guys throw that sci-fi in there.
I mean, I would say Scream is the most consistent horror franchise, not just slasher. But then I would say Alien will probably be the second most consistent, maybe if I had to think about it some.
I would probably put Alien over Scream.
You
Ooh,
would
ooh,
if you line them up, Aliens is
ooh,
Ah,
probably one of the
yeah.
top
ooh, that's a
franchises.
take. That's a
Period.
take.
You not
That's a
how?
take.
You look at when Alien started and
Mm-hmm.
the way that they were able to branch out, and they are definitely branching out and branching out very well. Yeah.
What about Alien versus Predator, AVP 1 and 2? We not including that, or
I, I'll ignore the Alien versus Predator 2, but
There's good people on both sides.
see,
There's
I
good people on
include
both
those,
sides.
and like also I would say Prometheus. They played with some cool ideas, but I would say I like Scream 5 and 6 better than Prometheus.
no.
Really,
I'm
really.
I'm not I'm not gonna
I'm
put I'm sorry, to cut you off, Jason. I'm not putting Scream 5 and 6 over Prometheus and
Really?
Covenant.
Really? Really? And not
I've watched Prometheus more times than I probably would like to say.
Like people
really?
like I understand that Prometheus wasn't able to give people that normal aliens that they
Uh-huh.
were expecting, but the way that they were able to incorporate it and then grow from that
Yeah.
shit is fire. And then you get Romulus. Oh my God.
Yeah, Romulus is special. Covenant,
Like,
ooh. I would say
Yeah.
Prometheus is a really good movie. It is a really good movie. Covenant to me is probably the weakest though, if we exclude AVP.
like how? You see the aliens develop into like
I don't know why. I don't know why I do not love like that movie. Everything about it says that I should, but when I was watching, I was like, maybe I had too high expectations, and maybe I need to rewatch. But I just remember going to the theater, and I remember I was like, okay, this is straight, but I was not blown away. Now Romulus was great.
I
Just
mean,
saying, they stay consistent with it, man.
they're very
Okay.
consistent because I guess to have high hopes for Covenant after getting Prometheus,
True.
because Prometheus I would say was a slow burn,
It
but
It
was.
then
was.
Covenant turned up the volume, and then Romulus
Yeah.
took it no dicks. You
Rom-
know, am I right? So
Y'all niggas.
Scream 3. What is going on here?
Yeah.
What is
Why did you say that?
what is going on here?
Well, no dicks. What does that even mean?
the Romulus baby.
No, I know I get the connection, but why would you say that?
Jason gets it. You know, Chris was even there.
No, I know the connection. I'm just trying to figure out like you just want to remind us about that.
Yeah, that's all that was.
This nigga here, man. Y'all niggas funny.
Look at this guy. He'll take a whole movie. But why are we nigga, hold on, man. That's why I ain't laugh at the wig. That shit was funny as hell to me.
The wig not bad though. That's the thing though, Jason. You laughing like if the wig was trash, then I'd be laughing. The wig is not trash.
So let me ask you this. Was
Don't let it be a
Pam
question about the wig. Oh, okay, go ahead.
it was Pam wig in Martin bad?
Oh, shit.
This nigga, man.
Don't answer that.
All right, Lennox. Is that what we Ari been getting killed, man? But like my eyebrow rose a little bit too, because I was just like, what? It was a little reach, but I can't tell her how she should feel.
The 90s, man. This is to see what
The
happened. You get
90s was
stuck
a
in the 90s?
the
You get stuck
90s
in
was
the
a
90s, but
cutthroat time. Like to have
I mean, a lot of that shit wouldn't like fly today. The stuff they were talking about, but it was just a different time. Like, it's I'm not gonna say it's apples and oranges, but you can't put today's standards on a different time period, you know. Or you can just look at it and say that, hey, this shit shouldn't have flown, or look at how things have changed. But you can't like criticize people for not knowing things that would have been offensive today. And I mean, maybe it was offensive then, but that shit was acceptable, you know, at the
can
time.
you, can you imagine what's gonna be offensive 5 years from now?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's like 15, 20, you know, stuff.
Jason, you call me big head in 5 years, nigga, you're going to jail.
Then Mark will get killed again. They're gonna bring him back. All the times he called Gina big headed. Look at like, bro, she said she got titties. They gonna be like, well, he is kind of big though. What?
It's crazy. It
It
is
is what it
crazy.
is. I don't know, man. But this movie, yeah.
But did y'all have anything else y'all wanted to discuss from this film?
Mm,
Y'all answered all my questions.
I think that's everything that I had. I think we touched on everything. I know I was kind of hard on it, but I did not hate this movie. Let me just say that. That about the last thing.
You sound like Jason during our Fantastic Four episode.
Oh, Jason
Yeah.
was.
Killed it the entire time. He said, "It was good though."
I know I do. It do sound like because, like, honestly,
I'm
sometimes it is
playing.
easier to talk about the negative than it is the good. But there were some things about this movie that I got one thing. Well, I may have already said this, but about halfway in, I thought this was just as good, if not maybe a little bit better than the first. Actually, I was just as entertained. About 40-50% in.
Where did it change for you?
What did it change? I would probably say once they got to the church, that was
That took you out of it.
yeah, like not from the total film. That's when I was like, okay, this film is not as strong because even though the first is not perfect, I feel like it is like the plot is still pretty steady. Like it's tied like relatively tightly, at least from what I'm remembering it. This I feel like it got a little loosey goosey at times, and kind of like what Jazz was saying, some of the silly stuff they start to do, like with the church. You explained it. I still feel like them just. I think that may have been an editing issue. They're just coming in there already on like detective time, but I just feel like with this one, it felt like a little bit more reliant on characters doing stupid stuff, and the tone. I feel like the tone started to get a little bit sillier from the church onward, so that's what it lost it from me. But the beginning, the first like third of the movie was pretty entertaining, actually.
Yeah,
Mm.
I get you. I get you. But shout out to the guy that played Teddy. He did a pretty good job. And the kills is all right. You know, they wasn't there's some pretty cool kills. All of them were statement makers.
Yeah, Teddy's kill. No, it shouldn't have lasted that long. I feel like they were trying to, like you said earlier, blend in Sarah Michelle Gellar's kill, but then I also thought of Jada Pinkett's kill in Scream 2
I thought
to
of
extend it.
Casey's. I thought of Casey's
Oh,
actually
from
at
Scream
Scream.
1?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, getting killed and gutted and dragging. But like Tyler, when she got killed, she that was the other thing I thought it was Milo because I remember she was only in the car with
Oh,
she
yeah,
would
she recognized his face.
she would have only known Milo and Eva, but then I
Yep.
forgot she would have knew who Ray was too because of the what's it called, but she wouldn't have knew who the girl was. So
Mhm. I feel like that was pretty good. That was kind of clever that you had to think about it a little bit because I knew that she must have been someone she recognized them, but I was kind of like running through my mind. I was like, damn, did she ever meet the entire group? And she didn't. So I was like, I thought that was pretty good.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, also, of course, if we do a slasher. I gotta throw it out there. There was only one apple sliding in this movie. Did you catch it?
Nah, I didn't.
Did you catch it, Chris?
Maybe when they were looking at the text messages, maybe.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm there. Like what they was it in the Apple scene that you can't like kill somebody or something. You can't do that shit.
But
Apples. Go ahead, Jason. It's your.
yes, yes. But we have discovered on this podcast that bad villains are not allowed to have Apple products.
Okay.
I guess it's in their, but I guess I don't know in their manufacturing or whatnot. But the only person that does is Julie. Her computer is a MacBook,
Oh, okay, that's clever. Okay.
but everybody else just has these generic phones, so you don't know. That's how they've been doing it now. They're trying to be a bit more clever with it, so
Okay.
you just so they don't. But yeah, only Mac. I was definitely. I was like, oh shit. I caught it on the second watch. I didn't catch it the first time.
Okay. Okay.
Jason was so excited to share that fact years ago. And of course, I was like, bullshit. And then I researched and I was just like, oh, that nigga was right. I ain't gonna tell him no. But the reason why we are here, Chris, I'm going to start with you because you are our guest. Was it good though? This, yo, the long sigh, the second time, because you did the same thing for Jurassic Park Rebirth. It's okay. It's completely fine.
I'm I'm gonna say no, but I was entertained. But it's not a good film. No, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this actually, for the premise, and I feel like with the fact that they could have done anything, and the fact that they could have truly made something that their own, and they could have just totally distanced themselves from Scream, but they instead really kind of just redid it. This has to be seen as a failure. Like not even just at the movie, but just the fact that like what it could have been, that this whole movie existing, which just has to be a failure. Which sounds kind of crazy to say, but I just feel like when you have expectations and like you fail because you just didn't take a chance, it just stings a little bit more. So I think I'm gonna say no, it's not good.
Okay.
Question.
Uh-huh.
What film has better potential? In violent nature or this one?
I'm gonna say this one.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think this one had more potential. Just because like truly all you need is just a cover up. Like niggas just trying to like cover some shit up and you can do anything. So if you're just looking at it from the killer's perspective, that can be fun, but also I feel like it kind of takes away from the fun of the slasher a little bit. Like it's
Got you.
interesting, but I think it takes a little bit of the fun away.
So with this story here, you're if they would have had like them trying to cover up something for real would have made you feel differently about the film.
100%. Yeah.
What's your score out of 10?
5.8.
If they left the entire film the same,
Mm-hmm.
but the only scene they changed was somebody in their car got drunk. The girl, oh Stevie, we could say, well, you can't say Stevie, but okay, it's the girl that was with Stevie. She was in the car, they drinking, they drugging, she has an allergic reaction, and instead of taking her, they just throw her off the cliff. That's now that's the story. Well, that's what they trying to hide from last summer.
I'm following you. That just something they actually did something bad.
So then, what would your score be then?
Probably like a 6.2, maybe.
Nah, Chris, you ain't like this shit, bro.
No, no,
Not even a point four, Jazz.
because that's not my only issue. Because like you'd have to change the
Okay,
tone, you'd have to change the mo. It's I got a list of things that could
got
have
you,
been. So that's just
got
one
you,
thing. So like maybe like a
got you,
6 or something.
got you. So if you pick an actual tone of the movie and have a decent pace, it would have
It needed a
changed.
tonal switch. You need
He
to
said
take.
he needs a new movie. He needs a new script.
Yeah, I needed to move. Yeah,
He needs a new script. He
yeah.
needs.
I mean, like I said, if they would have let it marinate more and like brought Jennifer Love Hewitt on earlier, you could have done something so great here. Because you took risk. You took risk that a lot of slashers do not do. And you just I feel like they kind of fumbled it.
What
I
kind of do you think what do they take?
So my thing is if you were going to make a
Legacy.
original character the villain, I would have had it be Julie's character. And I
Gotcha.
love the fact that we were talking about having Julie and Ray be the killers,
Yeah.
double teaming. That's completely different. There is no way as an audience you would have thought that would have been the case at the beginning of this movie.
I'm not
And
mad.
so then you kill those people, but then also, let's say Ray does die, Ava dies, and then fucking Danica is killed to where Julie is the last person. But then I guess how would you bring Brandy into the fold?
You don't need to.
Trying to
Like,
kill.
especially.
She going to go kill her too.
Because the movie has to make sense. And I feel like I understand you want to include people, but to me, that's a good movie, what you just described. And if it doesn't make sense to bring a character back, don't force them if it doesn't make sense. I feel like what they did, they kind of started like backwards. They said that, hey, we want these legacy characters and let's build a movie around it instead of saying that, hey, we have this good movie and let's see if these legacy characters fit. So like what you said, it just wouldn't make sense for Brandy, but maybe she could come in for a sequel.
Thank God Thor Love and Thunder didn't do too much better because this shit would have been real ridiculous had it been successful.
So, Chris, I took it the opposite way. I took it as they had the film and they were trying to fit in the legacy characters after the fact. Well, hell, Julie and Brandy, the legacy characters. I feel like Ray was already involved from day one. I feel like they weren't even trying to do too much with Jennifer Love Hewitt character in this.
No,
But
I don't mean like this. Maybe not necessarily like literally, but maybe from like an idea perspective, it felt like and maybe I don't know, maybe I'm putting too much emphasis on the fan service. And so for me, it felt like this was, I think what Jason had said, that they were doing like that, this felt like a fan made it. So maybe it was something that, like, what do the fans want? Like, instead of just saying that, like, hey, this is a creative new idea, what's something that the fans of the original would want? So I'm coming from the perspective that they would try to please the fans instead of coming up with an original idea. Because you're right, I do think from like a literal aspect, I think that this movie was made, or they were like maybe shooting it without writing it, and then they put people in. That definitely,
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely could see that, because Julie James' character, it definitely felt like she was kind of put in, and it's almost kind of two different movies, a little bit.
Yeah. Cause I was just like, because they didn't even need Julie for real. If you just need somebody that survived this, you had Ray in town. Like they honestly didn't even need to include her character.
That's
I
facts.
agree.
Stevie was already there. That's
Like
facts.
you
But
literally,
she could have had the end credit scene.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
yeah, that's
yeah,
facts. They
like
actually didn't really need her.
her character really didn't add too much into this except for them saying, you need to find out who's after you. We went looking for you to tell me, oh, I need to find the person that's trying to kill me.
I said that when we was, I said, you don't have to talk to her. Why are you
You don't
talking to her? You don't need to talk. You don't have to go pull up on her school, her job, her work. She over here fighting trauma already.
Hold on, time out, time out. Also, like, why are there so many people at summer school? It's still July, right? Why
yeah.
the fuck is it full?
Maybe they're trying to get their degrees,
In
bro.
July, I work at a university. It do not be that packed.
Maybe not in Florida.
In
I'm
Because
from
maybe
South
North
where
Carolina.
Carolina, so we know them schools be
yeah,
ghost.
that's true.
They be ghost towns. But listen, I can look past that. But that's just on a rewatch. I
That's
was like,
funny as hell. I didn't even think about that. But the plot point of Ray, that's something that I have been asking for in the Scream franchise. I feel like that's the only reason to bring back Sydney. I want her to be traumally fucked up. Or if they would have continued with that with Sam's character, I would have been cool with them being so messed up based on the scenario that they just go into, and it's like, oh, okay, I see how they got here. But like Ray being the one, it was just like,
someone brought up a good point. Now that I know what you did last summer, did it. Now Scream probably won't do it. They still
ah,
technically could, but they were saying
You
that, like,
can't.
now, yeah, now that it's been done, that like Sydney probably not going to be like, no one from the past is probably going to be.
That's why I saw this twist. I said, oh my fucking goodness. So I want to go ahead and say, because I remember this is something that y'all have been talking about for a while. And I always wrote it off. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. Sydney ain't gonna be the killer. Y'all niggas just talking shit. I ain't trying to hear that. Seeing it, it looks dope. Love the idea. So I will say, y'all were right. Very good idea. Would have loved to seen it in Scream. I feel like the script should have went to Scream instead of this, like I said earlier, because Sydney has 6 movies worth of trauma, and you wasted on Ray.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like Ray's character didn't deserve this kind of twist.
He's not that great of a character. Like, and it's not about Freddie Prinze Jr. It's just like the character.
His character, he out of the friend group, he got the least amount of shit happen to him.
This should have went to Scream or been Julie James. It does feel like a waste. And it's just like the payoff, it just, again, I think it just really is about the motive, just wasn't there. Like, it just, I don't know how they could have made sense for Julie James, but it just felt like just did not hit. It just did not have the emotional impact of him being the killer. Was like, oh, okay, was kind of my thing. Even if it was Ava, would have had more of an impact, or Danica, or Teddy.
The way that they probably could have connected Stevie to Julie James. Now I know she couldn't really go to school, but if she would have been a student at the university taking that class, that trauma class, and she could have been confiding in Julie James, and then she could have just been like, I had this major thing happen to me. I'm from Southport, same place as you. And Julie kind of takes her under her wing. And then that's how she could, it would have kind of been a Julie and Stevie instead of a Ray and Stevie.
Mm-hmm.
But it would have just made more sense coming from Julie. I feel like that would have gotten this franchise closer to Scream. I'm not going to say surpass it because hell no. But It could have been different.
Yeah,
So,
but again, this movie, I had fun with it. I did still had a fun time. I'm not sure if y'all seen Prom Queen on Netflix. That's a
oh, I heard it
boring.
was trash. I fell asleep after 30 minutes.
It does nothing. Like it just really does nothing, and that's probably like the worst spot to be in. That there's just nothing like about it that's like memorable. At least with this movie, I still will probably like remember
Yeah.
He said, "Remember it."
it. Like for real, like,
Ray died for nothing.
I can't tell you them girls' names in Prom Queen.
You talking about the Fifth Street joint?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was terrible.
yeah.
Jason, was it good though? You saw it 5 times. Jazz, was it good though? Now I'm playing.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
it is, but it has its problems, some big problems. I'm not running. I seen somebody in the theater, um, on their third. No, he said third or fourth watch, like,
Ooh.
and he was like, he really was pushing. I'm like, man, when you said the big swing, I'm like, yes, Julie did some killing, and then it turned out to be Ray, and I was like, Jess.
You probably said, "What a waste." We wasted
Like
this old
it's
Ray.
not because it's sometimes movies they like I said, overplay their hand, but they do this thing where they make everybody a red herring. Like every single person, like, all right, bro, you ain't got to make everybody look like a suspect. I get it. I promise I do. But everybody don't have to look like a suspect. So it was kind of like jumping back and forth. I'm like, all right, so it's gonna be Julie. I'm like, it's gonna be two women. It's gonna be Julie and probably Ava. I'm like, damn, we following the killer. That's kind of crazy. I'm like, they driving the ship a bit better than Scream 4 did in this, and it was like, oh shit, it was who you should have expected the whole time anyway. Stevie, because Stevie seemed like the killer in my opinion, like you should, but it was just like it's too on the nose to follow her. But yeah,
What do you mean that they were driving the ship better than Scream 4?
so in Scream 4, Jill was the killer. Um,
Spoiler alert.
Sorry. My
Fuck
bad.
that. Nah,
My
that movie
bad.
been out. That movie
Yeah,
released in
Yeah.
2011.
yeah,
You are so
15 years.
good.
Years
So
now.
so in that Jill is the killer. We just actually had a conversation about you, like what was the impactful scene that she had, or what was she doing in the movie? We kind of follow Ava throughout this movie. And in that movie, I felt like they kind of split it between her and legacy characters. So
Yeah.
they gave you much more to be in love with or to care more about it. But even with the legacy stuff, it played it. Even though they tried to make Dewey like he was trying to get with Sydney, but they were still, you never look at that relationship like kind of flirty a little bit.
Sydney and Dewey?
Like Dewey was wanting her, not necessarily that she wanted
No.
him. Man,
No, I never saw that.
look at it again. Only in that movie, it looked kind of flirty when they was on the couch going through stuff, and it was just
That
like,
was a big brother and little sister
I
relationship.
don't be like that with my little sisters.
He just said, "I read your book," and I'm quoting it.
Nah, hey man,
This nigga.
all right. Jazz was it good though? You gonna
It
watch it again?
was.
You gonna watch it again? Like,
I probably will. I'm be like, Jason don't know what the hell he talking about. You know how many times I done seen Scream 4? I could probably quote that shit. But it was good though, yes. I did have my issues with it. I do feel like this twist was wasted on this franchise and on Ray. I kind of wish Scream would have got it. I would have been blown away if Sydney turns out to be the fucking killer. I would have cried. I wouldn't tell y'all. I probably
mhm.
would. I'd be like, y'all, she the killer for real. But it would be happy tears. But then I would know she would need to be killed for real. And y'all know I don't want Sydney to die. So, but
Man, they gotta stop going back and making them go back through their trauma. And what is I can't think of what the other one was, but it's yeah, they did. Let the legacy carriers just do what they do, man. It
yeah,
ain't as bad. It ain't as bad as Texas Chainsaw Massacre though.
Ooh, man, that's a bad movie. That's a bad movie. They
She
brought
came
that
out.
woman back, and she didn't even give her a good fight. Like she got killed kind of instantly. Tail
Man,
and like I don't even think like Leatherface didn't even remember her. Like you don't even know who she is. She's just like some random old woman.
he hit it with the Thanos. Who are you?
Yeah. Yeah, that
Oh,
was a
I know
bad
your
movie. I
name.
think is it Osgood Perkins looking to and I think do that movie with Glenn Powell starring? I just saw something today.
Oh, I
Texas
didn't. I
Chainsaw
have
Massacre
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
well,
with
Oscar
Glenn
Perkins
Powell.
Yeah.
with the monkey nigga.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't want
Yo,
that.
I
now
think
we do.
yo,
I want that immediately.
I
I
feel like
am in there.
you would shoot a beautiful movie because the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is like the original and the '03 one with Jessica is it Alba or Bill, one of them.
Bill. Alba
Bill,
is from Fantastic Four.
thank you. Like the movies do have some beautiful shots, and that is something that Osgood does. But I'll be kind of curious on like the tone of the movie and the story that he would tell. And then Glenn Powell, I don't know, he be playing like country characters, so I mean, it would fit.
Would he be leather? He wouldn't be Leatherface.
That's
I
why
would
I was
hope.
I feel like they would, because he's kind of old. Would he be like a final boy, or would he be like Matthew McConaughey's character?
Wait, you said. Wait, you said who? Who? You said Glenn Powell or
Glenn Powell,
He like
yes,
37. Yeah, he not no spring chicken.
nigga old.
Yeah, he older than you, Jazz.
was
My bad. That was unnecessary. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. That just came out. My bad. That wasn't even supposed to come in. That was even
Yo,
supposed to say that.
I couldn't even say nothing back to that because that was so funny. It caught me off guard. Yo, that's fucked up.
She was like, that was good, but fuck you, nigga.
No, it was. No, it was. We're the
Does that
same
make
age, bastard. He turns 37 this year. But oh my god, that was funny. Fuck you, Chris. So I guess he would probably be like a love interest in that. I don't see him being Leatherface because Leatherface is like his
Love
face is all covered up.
But
Love
he
it.
can be,
Ooh.
but he can be like, Matthew McConaughey's character in the old one. Like he could just be like part of the crazy family that be doing just killing.
Yeah, that would actually show his range because we
It
see
would.
him in those rom-coms, we seen him in those like action movies, and he's in the Running Man that's dropping this year too. So to see him in like a Matthew McConaughey compared role, now you don't see him touching Matthew.
Yeah, yeah. But you said
But
love interest to who? To Leatherface?
you said what?
You
You
say
think?
he a
I
love.
think it sounds like she's attaching like with this. I'm assuming that the lead would be a female,
Oh, okay, okay,
not
okay,
necessarily a guy.
okay.
Because I feel like in all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the lead has been a woman.
Um,
Trey Songz? No.
Nah, he was like a supporting character. That's this him being in that movie is so random.
He was singing his own music. That movie was so fucking stupid.
It really was. Actually, no, you're right. Every lead has been a woman.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Alien, both those franchises always have a woman lead.
Scream.
Oh, well, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, shit, throw Halloween in there too. But the thing is, those are two franchises that had different women.
It was a man in
Yeah,
Halloween
Paul,
3.
Paul, Paul it was and Paul Rudd in Halloween 6.
Well, Alien and Texas Chainsaw Massacre have different lead women in their franchises.
I
There's
agree.
no repeats.
True,
I agree.
true.
So,
That's true. No, you're right. They love the ladies.
I mean, ladies be surviving. We need some black women leads
I
surviving in these
agree.
horror movies.
That might be too subversive. You can't just have black people survive in no movies like that.
Yeah, the closest thing we got is
Destiny's Child made a song for us to survive.
That's why they made the song because they wasn't.
They wasn't. But yes,
Brandy did though. Shout out
Brandy
to
did.
Brandy.
she did.
She did. Jada didn't. Sorry, Jada.
She wanted to die though.
She lived in the other one though, right?
What
Jason's Lyric.
What'd you say?
Demon Knight. She did survive at Demon
Yeah,
Knight.
yeah. That's it. That's it. Tales from the Crypt. That's what I was trying to
Yeah,
get
but
to.
I think in Screen 2, I think she asked for like a script to where she wanted to die. She wanted to get fucked up.
She had one of the best deaths
She did.
in the franchise.
That shit's still crazy to this day.
It is. Bunch of all them people. Imagine you in there for a movie and somebody blood on you and shit. It's wild. But I have two. What did you think those for this film? Just Another Movie Night said, way better than I thought it would be. Not great by any stretch, but a fun, nostalgic, tongue in cheek throwback. Crafty Misfit, Just Another Movie Night, and I like this one. They did a pretty good job. So you had, I mean, I see some people give it kind of medium reviews to where, no, it's not great, but similar to what you said, Chris, it was entertaining. So, but Link of Thrones, because we've been skipping that the past month. Do y'all have your Link of Thrones for? I know what you did last summer. Chris, I'm going to start with you.
I do. I'm gonna go with Chase Swoy. I think that's how Wonders, but she played Ava. She was in a movie that I love dearly, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Love that movie.
I didn't even realize she was in that.
Not gonna hold you, I didn't either.
Well, I know that.
It wasn't until someone else said it. I still don't know. Actually, I still don't know what character she played.
I don't remember. I only remember 2 or 3 that stood out, and her character is not one that stood out to me.
Hold on, was she even a big role? Hold on, now I'm curious. I don't even know if she had
That
not
wasn't even on nobody's slasher movie list either.
well, that's not really a slasher.
It's
What's
listed
that?
under slashers.
You said
What's
what?
that? Body,
Bodies,
body,
bodies,
yeah, body.
bodies.
It is. It's supposed to be a slasher. I think it's more of a who done it though. I think that's why they
It is,
do it
yeah.
like
Well,
that.
once you get to the end, you realize it kind of isn't a slasher. I'm
That's
spoiling.
the point.
But I mean, Scream is a whodunit, and that's a slasher.
But well, y'all seen Bodies, 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 right?
I
I
mean,
did. It's not as good on the rewatch as it is on the first watch.
the
Yeah.
Regency is a the Regency is a the Regency is the Regency the one with the lady, the black lady from Orange is the New Black, where
Yeah, the
she's
series.
yeah,
Oh,
Mhm.
you talking about the Residents?
the
No,
residence. It's a
Residents.
who
Oh
done
yeah.
it,
Regency.
and it's not a slasher at all.
No, it's not a slasher because the only reason why Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Spoiler. There was no slasher.
No, but it was a killer though. Hello.
This nigga. Who you got as your Lake of Thrones?
I'm gonna go with Jennifer Love Hewitt. She is in 911. Well, I think she may have left, but she was in 911 on
Okay.
the TV show. Maybe I like that.
Okay.
I want to start that series, but there's so many seasons, I can't commit.
I've heard good things about it. It's
I
very
have
popular.
to. Yeah.
Jazz, who is your Link of Thrones?
I am going to go with Teddy's daddy, Grant
Hit it.
Spencer.
Hit it.
He is Billy Campbell. He was in the movie with J-Lo and Enough.
Okay. Okay. Good movie.
He was beating her up.
Yeah, he was. And then she came back and took care of him like he's supposed to.
He was also in but I just noticed the writer. She wrote Thor Love and Thunder.
Yep.
If y'all didn't catch that earlier when I said, I was like, yeah, I should have known.
Oh no, I called it. No, I remember. Yeah,
She was
it
gonna
makes
be on some shit.
yeah, it makes sense.
Yikes.
Yeah, she need to change up the formula.
You think she's like a woman scorned?
I just think that she's a woman that needs to let go of the comedy, and because that shit just don't be working.
Oh, as long as you're
She
about to say
probably be
women ain't funny.
she probably be in that bitch tickle too, like back
Uh-huh.
teeth showing up and saying, huh? Huh?
It's definitely some funny women, but she just she
Not
just
one.
doesn't understand the tone. She just needs to make a comedy. Like just make a straight up comedy,
Well, she made the other movie that I think Jazz mentioned it with Lakeith Stanfield in the girl, which it's a breakup movie. So I don't know. Maybe trauma though.
Which movie?
Lakeith Stanfield was a love interest, and like the girl was Latino. She's from not my name is Mary, but Virgin Jane the Virgin.
American
Um,
Girl.
no, Jane the Virgin is she a different girl? She was saying
Oh,
niggas.
that's Ugly Betty. My fault.
Yeah, it's ugly Betty. She was saying niggas. She was singing that not Outcast, but the Fuji song, and she said something about niggas. And it was like, why you saying nigga? You not she said, niggas give me heebie jeebies.
Oh, you know Gina Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, that's funny as shit. We said niggas. It was racist. That shit's so funny, bro. Oh yeah, I forgot all. Oh damn, she kind of went MIA a little bit.
Yeah, I never saw that. I'm over here like,
Oh,
what
okay,
y'all
you never
talking
said.
about?
Okay, so yeah, but in that movie, it's about a breakup. Well, like accepting the breakup more so. But yeah,
Oh, okay. Oh,
and they
that's a show.
got my enemy in it.
Damn, it's a lot of people in there. Like half of Atlanta is it? Wait,
Who's your
no.
enemy? This nigga, you eating a fruit roll up? Oh, you chewing on a straw?
Yeah,
Oh,
so nah, my enemy is
Fruit roll up is
I
crazy.
can't think of her name, but she was in Jurassic Park Dominion. Dominion.
that was Howard.
Who? Nah, the black girl.
DeWanda
Oh,
Wise.
DeWanda Wise.
Why is that your enemy?
Yeah. Have you seen her act?
She wasn't bad and She's Gotta Have It.
That's a lie.
Wait, she was good in
She was good.
what's that one movie? The Woman in the Yard.
She was not in that. That is Danielle
Oh,
Deadweiler.
oh, never mind, never mind. I'm
Let's
getting
not
Look
be
at you mixing up.
disrespectful.
my
Look at you
fault, my
mixing up.
fault.
Look at now.
Danielle is extremely talented. Now that's
Go
who I
watch
will go to bat for.
go watch it. Go watch Jurassic World Dominion. Then holler at me.
Don't do that. Don't watch none of them movies. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
the first one of them is pretty straight.
She's not in the first one. She in Dominion.
No,
That's
no,
why I
I was just
said
saying the first one is not bad because you're saying that they whack.
Whack.
she
I mean,
gotta
she
have
looked
it.
good. If nothing else, I mean, she looked good.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Gentlemen, was there anything else y'all wanted to add to this
Yeah,
episode?
we was about to get horny. My fault. My fault.
No, we wouldn't.
And wow,
I
y'all
was just
didn't say
gonna
what y'all safe word was, so I'm just like, we ain't giving you no time
Ain't
for
no safe
that.
word. Ain't no safe word. You just gotta take it.
So, oh my God.
Sir.
My fault. That's crazy. That do sound crazy. That do
It
sound.
was.
Y'all man rolling his sleeves up
My
and shit,
fault.
man. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
You're a sicko.
Yeah, yo, it's my key
My
like
fault. Tori,
son.
but I've been talking to Tori too much. She rubbing off on me.
Okay.
Yeah, rub it off on your own ass.
Wow.
I just told him he could have that boy bent over looking at his toes.
I'm not doing no bending. No bending. There's not gonna be. I close up when I get bent. So,
Chris,
my bad. I'm wilding. My fault.
where did they touch you?
Jason, was there anything else you wanted to add to this episode?
No, episode 164 is out now. Fantastic Four. Next week is 166. Is it weapons?
I believe so, but I'm not 100% sure.
I believe it's weapons, if I'm not mistaken. 160 should. Yes, it's six. It's within 66. It's weapons. Next week is weapons. So, yes. Wait. Yes, the week after this is weapons. I'm tripping. Okay, yeah, 166 is weapons. Yes. I think that's it though. Appreciate you, Chris, for joining us. Clearly, you had a lot of notes that you had for the writer. I'll be sure to send them to her.
Let her know. Let her know what I said. Let her know I had some issues, and she can talk to me, and we can consult.
I bet you want to talk to her. I do all the talking between that. Jazz, back to you.
Chris, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to everybody who listens and watches. Please be sure to like, subscribe, rate, review. This is the Was It Good Though podcast. I am Jazz.
I am Jason.
And until next week, cheers.
Man, I could not find a background to save my life.
I mean, just get the Jazz is about 4 movies behind with hers.
Yo, you gotta relax.
Yo,
I was just looking for mine.
Yeah, I bet you were. Yeah,
I couldn't find one.
I got mine. Boom, it go with my wig.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got this wig on. I'm like, who do you?
This dumb man! Oh my god!
Like it look well. What is it? Like a scarf? Actually?
Oh my god! I
What?
told this nigga be blind as fuck.
I noticed that as soon as I came in. What are you talking about?
He wanted you to react more than what you reacted. Is what it is.
Oh, I mean, I was gonna get there. I mean, nigga, like just because I didn't say it immediately, but I noticed it.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is this? What is a wig scarf?
I'll explain. I'll explain once we
Okay,
get started.
this nigga Jason wanted me to say that as soon as I
He
hopped
did.
on.
He
I
did.
did. Get that, man. That shit was funny.
He
Man.
got
That threw me
scared.
off.
He got scared. He thought he didn't know who he was on here with. He was like, whoa, whoa, hey.
But it don't look ridiculous or anything. It's not something that like jumps at you.
Oh, that shit's
It
funny.
does. I don't know what you're going for, Jazz. So maybe that depends on it. But it don't look like crazy.
Oh,
I
goddamn.
appreciate that, Chris.
You're very welcome. This nigga Jason, man. This nigga just living in negativity.
That's look.
What's the negative? What's the negative?
He
This nigga just
flourishes
wants me,
there.
yeah, just wants me to come in and laughing at my friend.
Yes, please, because that shit threw me out of it. I said,
Did
God
it
damn,
scare
what?
you? Was you
Because then look,
scared?
because then I seen you, but then look, this is the other thing. I seen you on Twitter. You said I got to figure out how to get these dreads down to put this wig on for this cosplay. I'm like, I think I had seen something like, ah, shit, she already preparing for her, whatever you preparing for, nigga. If this is that, what it, man, yeah, yeah.
I don't recognize it. I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Oh yeah, you're not going to.
I'm not going to.
No.
Is it something you made up,
So
or is it
this-
something that's
No, it's really a person.
it's a per? Ooh, okay.
this is- Look at
But
this.
you're not gonna guess who it is. Like,
Is it like super obscure, or I haven't seen it?
I'm pretty sure if I told you what show the person was from, you would immediately know who it is.
Nah, I'm gonna figure it out. Nah, let me think about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna think
It's
about
a,
it.
it's a lot. I feel like it's a lot of things it could be.
Let me look at. Hold on.
The scarf is not a part of the outfit.
The purple hair, like the bluish hair.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Huh.
Just the color.
Yes.
Huh. No, I'm gonna figure it out.
You're not.
You're not.
I am. I'm gonna take that challenge. Hold on, look, let me actually, hold on. Are you actually? Does it actually look like the person? Because you might be doing a bad cosplay. So let's establish that.
So the thing is, I don't have the outfit on in this whole right now. I just have on the wig.
So it's not okay. So if you had the whole outfit, I would recognize you.
I don't know.
We're gonna get to we're gonna
No, oh no, Jason, I'm driving today. I'm driving.
Okay.
Today.
You are Chris, you are a terrible whodunit person. We would not solve the mystery before we got killed. Fucking with you.
Yo, how am I a terrible whodunit person? This is crazy.
Because a wig can throw you off for you not to recognize a person.
Like, are you talking about you right now or someone else?
No, any actress. If she's blonde on Monday and a brunette on Wednesday, you would not know who she is.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Y'all be taking people, cherry picking someone else on 2019 and then showing them in a different outfit in 2025 and talking about, do you not recognize this person? No, I didn't recognize this person. It's from 6 years before. So no, y'all acting like Jazz. If you pulled up with your dreads dyed red, that I wouldn't recognize you, and that's untrue.
I don't know.
That's completely untrue.
You make a jazz a white lady with dreads. I don't know. You might confuse them then.
Right.
Nah, I be mixing up white people too, so that definitely don't.